Okay.
Okay.
Do we have to give another? Do we have to give another recap? God
Nah,
damn it.
that's the nice thing about doing a YouTube series, though. They can just go watch the previous episode. Like,
There was
Part one
there
out
was
of
in
two.
fact- there was in fact a recap, and then we all decided to go get food and drinks.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
Maybe I'll
to the
post it
YouTube
as a bit.
audience.
Maybe I'll post it as like an in between
It's
thing,
not like we're
we did that one
professionals or
time.
anything. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
I don't get paid for this.
exactly like what the fuck.
Yeah.
I could just stand up and walk
$50,000,
away, and that's
I'm
it.
only getting 20,000.
This episode is brought to you by Raid Shadow. No. I
No,
would
this episode is
rather
brought to you
be
by-
broke.
Imagine.
I would rather
This-
not make money off of YouTube than be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
This is
Jesus
This is
Christ.
brought to you by this episode was brought to you by Honey.
It's like, man, they still support these people? It's like, yeah, I'm a sellout, bitch.
Yeah, dude.
I don't care.
This session has been brought to you by Temu. Let's talk about this.
Me and
God.
Lexi
We
were
were
watching
sponsored by
Russian Bat.
TikTok days before it's banned.
Mm.
You're not gonna be able to get it once this comes
They
out.
need
but-
it.
We were
Let's see.
watching
This episode is
Russian Badger
sponsored
last
by
night.
Honey. I lost.
HelloFresh.
Hello
HelloFresh.
Hello-
Raid
HelloFresh.
Shadow Legends.
Oh my God,
We have an ad read every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This book.
GoodRx.
This video is brought to you by Dr. Seuss. Yes, that Dr. Seuss. Don't ask.
That doctor.
We communed with this ghost.
Yeah. He was like, that shit is dope.
We just rhymed through the whole ad read.
No, okay. All right. Anyways.
Things that are going to prevent Frank from ever getting a corporate.
Oh yeah,
sponsorship.
this is over. Yeah.
This bit.
He's not getting any like reach.
Gonna be honest, I genuinely don't think I would ever be making money off of YouTube. Twitch, maybe. Twitch is a lot easier to make money off of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just laughing at the concept of. YouTube seeing this video specific. YouTube sponsorship seeing this video in particular and saying
YouTube would be like, you gotta take that video down, man. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I would edit out the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
oh,
Oh no. Whatever shall we do with them missing that decent joke dig at a bunch of companies that turned out to be huge scamming assholes?
Oh god.
Except for Raid Shadow Legends. They're just assholes.
Yeah.
God. That game's...
I think I saw something on Tumblr that said, you know that the reason why Raid Shadow Legends is so bad because there's no porn of any of the characters whatsoever.
That's really funny, and I like that. But,
What?
yeah, it's insane.
Really?
There's some, obviously, but not a lot.
I was gonna say, like,
It's
But it's like there's
given the
not
number
enough
of
to
characters,
constitute the
it's
R34
insane. Yeah,
come on now. Yeah.
it's wild.
There's not enough to constitute an R34 search.
Ah, damn it.
What was I gonna say?
Damn it.
Yeah, the other thing that's really funny is somebody finally, they emailed him week after week, and they're like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. And he did the worst possible thing ever. He streamed it on the worst resolution possible. So it's just this blurry mess where you can't see anything. Because there was no conditions they set out. They were just like, hey, we'll sponsor a stream we'll pay you to stream our game for a session. So he was like, okay. So he did the worst possible conditions.
Oh my.
And they were
God.
contractually obligated to pay him for it.
That's
great.
insane.
Yeah, it's really funny. All right. Anyways,
Also, Don, back to your comment. I'm just about to post something. Give me half a second.
okay.
Oh.
Starting D&D now, actually.
Because John said something so fucking funny.
Gotcha. All right. Starting D&D now, actually. All right. Let's start
so
this
funny.
session as this last session ended with a bang.
Bring this back.
You guys are all sitting around in one of your rooms, talking to each other, discussing what you've found out about the resort. Dorlin and Anton, not much. They spent the day at the beach, doing various things. They did find a note that they didn't take too seriously at first. While
Yeah.
Corin
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Harley got a tour of the island again, which is weird because it was the exact same tour. And then, luckily, they were able to get a tour of the inner workings of the building, which is pretty much works exactly as you would expect at a resort. Staff rooms and all that. Staff rooms, kitchen stuff, and the, laundry rooms and whatnot, all working with new high-end Arcano tech. And what they, of course, missed was a hallway leading off that looked like it was basically normal stuff, but didn't actually get a tour of it, but they never noticed it. When suddenly, after discussing all this in your room, bang, boom, and immediately, I'm sure, as many fantasy D&D characters are prone to, they immediately get ready for action. Under attack. Who do I kill? Where's the target? All that. When shortly after the first few explosions, there's a bunch of colors: purple, orange, yellow, green, red, coming in through the window. And as they turn to look through the window, they realize it's just fireworks. Nothing too serious.
Oh, there's colors in the sky. There's a blue one and there's a purple one.
I can't fault him for his logic.
He is correct. They are blue and purple.
I can't fault him for his logic. What are the fireworks for?
Do you want to do?
Or you're asking that?
I was gonna say, are you
Are you
asking?
asking
Are you
God,
asking
or
character, or are you
asking
asking
the
me? Yeah,
What are you?
I'm asking
Imagine
the
Farley just
group.
looking up. It's like,
the group. Okay.
what do
okay.
you mean?
God, why are there fireworks?
I don't know. Ask staff. I'm omniscient, not I'm not omniscient. Just
Why?
omnipresent.
God.
I'm not omniscient. Yes.
I just created the world. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
You mortals are weird.
Have you ever watched Miracle Workers? This is what
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
reminding
exactly. Yeah. It's a good show. Anyways,
me of. Oh,
Oh my
glory.
god.
all right, continuing. Yeah. So you asked the group, the hell are the fireworks for?
What are fireworks?
I'm concerned about how
usually-
sheltered you were at any given time, Anton.
Uh.
I will say, Anton, in the monk's temple, you probably would never have seen fireworks, but as a young child, you might have witnessed them at like a village festival of some kind.
Okay.
So you might have a very like young memory of seeing them, but you might
Mm.
also not remember, given how long it's been.
Right. I feel like I've seen this kind of sorcery before, but I'm not sure what it does.
It's a celebratory thing, Anton. Usually.
So they
And it's less magic, more of artillery.
Science.
science explosives.
Artillery is a funnier word.
Yeah, it's not incorrect.
Right, like
technically.
fireworks are. I mean, yeah, they can be honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be.
If anything
Oh.
happens, the fireworks display actually doubles as missiles to send it at their foes.
Right, so like it like explodes in the air and slowly like you see them fall down.
Yeah.
It's just like napalm bombs.
How could you miss? They were 5 feet in front of you.
Oh, Mushu.
Oh god. Oh.
All right.
All right. Anton just goes, "Oh, okay." He just nods and he's like, "All right, I see how it is. All right."
God, anytime you say that, I instantly think of the fucking storks, wolves. And I'm gonna have to send that to you now.
I
All
guess
right.
so. Yeah, like I don't have a choice.
I'll send it to you later, if I remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that has been going on this today?
I don't know, but I think my tattoo is going pretty long. Also, by the way, I want to make this detail. He doesn't have it on his arm. He has it pierced through his hand, so he just went like this, and he's like sticking out the other end.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's like, "Oh, it's going pretty well."
the needle disappears. Like it takes an hour to do this. It doesn't take like a
Oh,
day.
it disappears? Oh, okay.
The needle
well,
literally turns into the tattoo.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I thought it was like a thing, like you just kept
No.
it there until it was like.
You just planted the tattoo seeds.
Yeah. So no, Anton, you can stick it through your hand, absolutely. But eventually, the needle disappeared and the tattoo appeared.
Right, so it just goes blah, and then it just there it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So there's a
This is
hole.
exactly-
Yeah. There's a hole in your hand now, and there's a tattoo covering it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
Are they on his palms or are they on like the back part of his?
No, it actually is like the front part of the tattoo is like the top of it is like on the back palm, and it actually goes through the hole in his hand, so some of the ink is now in his hand, and then the other
Yeah.
side is the rest of the tattoo.
Right.
That would
Yeah.
look so cool. Sorry, unironically, I
So
think
you have like
that would look so
yeah.
cool.
So you have like an actual like 3D image almost where it's like front, back, and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah.
You've made Anton
Yeah.
so much harder to draw now. Oh my god.
Well, think of it this way: back of arm, front of hand, hand.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I have a
Or
thought
claw,
process
not
in my
hands.
head,
Yeah.
but I can't visualize shit. You
Gotcha.
guys remember, right?
Nice.
So I've given you an impossible task.
Not impossible, just difficult.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll draw it on my actual hand for reference for you, Lexi.
Thank you.
That might help. Yes. All right.
That would be incredibly helpful.
Okay. Continuing on. Anyways.
Right.
I feel as though that we are missing some part of this whole conspiracy, if you will.
I don't think we're missing anything. I mean, unless you have something to tell us, or that you have seen something that's,
Whether
People
we're
here are-
anything or not, we just need to keep ourselves safe and get out of here, right?
Well, we are safe.
Right.
I mean, nothing
For
has happened to us.
So far.
Dorlan has been having a fun
Yet.
time with me.
Oh yeah.
He was drinking his drink. That if it was a bad time, it would have been poisoned, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So, and I drink milk. That's pretty good.
Speaking of Dorlin, we gotta talk later.
Oh, okay.
It is up to you whether or not you want to, talk with others here. But I've noticed something.
Like what? I mean, does it have to be something to talk about without others?
It's whether or not you want to. You're gonna tell
think
them
it is-
eventually.
I think we ought to all know
That's
because
non-negotiable.
we should probably know what's going on with our ship captain.
Is it something I can't listen?
What is it?
I can block my
It's-
ears if you
it's-
want to.
Dorlin,
It's fine.
it's at this time the sword speaks into your head. Hey, don't tell them about me. They'll separate us. We gotta go kill people. We gotta go find Steve and shove a sword through him, and then we gotta go do some lifts, bro.
Oh my god.
Like, it's empty in here, and like it could be emptier if you got bigger, and that'd be awesome. More room to like have fun and move around in. The pool table's kind of cluttered in here.
Oh my god.
There's a pool table?
Pool table.
Or like under his breath, like with a closed mouth, he was like, "Shut up, shut up." Shut up.
Who are you telling to
Who was
shut up?
that? Who was that? Who are you talking about?
Dolan, who are
I
you telling
was
to
just kidding.
shut up?
I have no idea
Anton
what you
would
guys are talking
not.
about.
Anton would not pick up on that.
If you were actually trying to lie through this, roll deception.
Oh my god.
And then whoever's trying to see it, roll insight.
I would love to do
Here's the
that.
thing.
I would.
Corin already knows.
Yes.
Yeah, Corin
right?
knows.
Here's
So,
the-
like,
honest-
yeah.
yeah. Anton does.
So,
Well,
I
right
don't
now,
think-
right now the lie
I don't
is
think
him.
Oh, wait,
Anton's
Anton
working
does-
on
Anton
her.
Right now
does
the
know
lie
that.
is about him saying
Not a nat 20, but a 20.
20. All right. Right now the lie isn't he's not possessed or something. The lie right now is he's not talking to anybody.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
lie. And like,
Yeah.
I just rolled 20 on that. Or rolled,
Synthetic 20. All
rolled
right, Dorlin,
17
what you
custom.
get?
Wait. I rolled an 18.
Total?
Total 18.
Okay. So Harley, yeah, he's lying about that. He's clearly talking to somebody.
Who are you talking to?
No one, trust me.
I don't
I'm
trust
here with
you.
you guys. I'm here. Who
Trust me,
else
bro.
would I
I
be
ain't
talking
talking to
to?
nobody.
You guys.
Dorlin.
Well, why are you trying
I-
to tell us to shut up? Because I'm pretty sure we were having a very nice, civilized conversation.
Yeah, and Dorlin, as much as I would like to trust you, I have no idea how long you've had this thing. So
I will say
and
really
you haven't
quickly.
said anything.
Anybody who didn't pass the deception check or who failed their insight check on his deception roll would basically think Dorlin under his breath told Corin to shut up.
Oh.
Damn. Okay.
Because that's what it would sound like. That's what it would
I
sound
didn't
like.
roll for that, so let's see if I could, pass it. We'll see.
18.
Oh
You got to
my
roll
God.
higher than an
Yeah.
18.
I know.
Honestly,
we'll find
Anton would
out.
just go, oh, shit, snap.
I did not roll higher than an 18. I
So
got
yeah,
11.
Dorlin just told you to shut up.
Damn.
Actually, I will say you have advantage because you do know the sword is cursed. So
Okay.
you
I
might
will
not
roll
know.
another
You would
one.
understand what curses typically do. So it is feasible that it has an entity in it, and that he's talking to it.
I will roll a second one. See
okay.
what we get. I got lower. So
Okay. Nope. Yep.
Wow.
Dorlin told you to shut up under his breath.
Damn.
Okay.
You appear to
Okay.
have talked to some. You have appeared to talk to someone, and you sound like you're trying to tell somebody to shut up.
No.
Dorlin, if you want us to trust you, maybe don't tell me to shut up when I'm trying to,
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah, that was
It wasn't
kinda
you.
mean,
I'm
Dorlin.
gonna say to shut up. No. You have the wrong idea. I promise. It wasn't you. You're the last person I wanted to say shut up to.
Then who was
Then
it,
who-
Dorlin? Then who was it? There is no
It's-
honor amongst four people who cannot trust each other. Correct?
I'm the most trustable here.
Frank, stop.
Aside, only aside.
More so like not trusting you guys rather than like you guys don't have to worry about it. You know, it's my thing.
Dorlin,
Well,
maybe
we
we
would
should.
like to.
Dorlin, maybe we just kill one of them. That'll get him to stop thinking.
Telling any of them.
Dorlin, Dorlin, there's three people here, two of which are already traumatized by a mysterious box that we are now transporting into an island that does not exist. I
That's
would
me.
like to know the truth.
I'm traumatized.
You see,
That's
which
me.
is such
I'm
a bigger
traumatized.
problem
Yeah,
than
me,
what
I'm
having right
traumatized.
now. So
Anton Harley traumatized.
The trauma's mine.
I'm traumatized. I'm the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not incorrect, am I, darling?
okay.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Oh.
I guess if you must know, I have a talking sword that only I can hear.
Dorlin, what are you doing? It's gonna be so much harder to kill them if they know.
The point is to not kill them. Oh my-
What? Why would? Nah, they're just
What?
meatbags. Stab them. Stab them a little bit.
what about
showing
killing us?
to kill?
Uh,
Can I
Okay, the
Can I
voice.
can I just go up to Dorlin and then grab the sword out of his holster and just like look at
oh
it
my
like this?
god.
Roll a sleight of hand, and Dorlin, if you are resisting, roll athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
That's a I don't know if I want to or not. That's the thing.
Okay.
13, and then you said sleight of hand, so 16 total.
So
I will say,
deciding.
I will say, the sword would want you to, like, you would feel at least a slight impulse to protect the sword. That is that's the curse, basically. Is
okay.
you want?
Yeah, I
to
was gonna
use
say
this
it makes
thing.
sense if you would like to resist.
Yeah. So if you think
Okay.
Dorlin would have a strong inclination not to
Do it,
resist,
do
then
it,
yeah. But
do
otherwise,
it,
I
do
think you'd do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Hell.
If it's at the reason, then yeah. So what did Adela roll?
16.
Oh, okay. Well, I got 18 plus 7, so 25.
Jesus, yeah.
Damn.
All right, was that athletics or
Uh,
acrobatics?
That was acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah. Harley, you go to reach for the sword handle, and it's a swift movement, yeah. But Dorlin sees it coming. He's a rogue, just like you. He sees those swift movements coming and knows exactly how to move to get the sword out of reach. So he
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me, Harley. You do not want to touch the sword.
So what exactly is this whole cursed sword situation?
It is a very bloodthirsty sword that will continue to be bloodthirsty until I kill his killer.
Bloodthirsty? So
I
they
have a-
drink blood?
Now I have a further question. If I remember correctly, you were using the magic crossbow that you got at. You got a magic crossbow that you got when we were fighting Terry
Yeah.
the Tyrant.
Mhm.
And you got this sword at some point.
Yeah, remember? Well, you weren't even
been using
there.
it.
I remember you got
Why
the
have
sword.
we been using it? The crossbow caused us to have a flying kraken on our ass.
That's technically correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Versus
that's
an
not
underwater
entirely wrong.
kraken, yeah.
Not wrong.
I mean, to be
I will
fair,
say,
Harley
you
was in a room for 90% of that
yeah,
fight.
you probably
And
wouldn't know
so
it was the crossbow that dealt it.
Conscious decision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None
I
of
was
you
gonna
would
say-
probably know it was the crossbow that did it. Most of you, except Dorlin, would basically think Kraken just started flying.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using cause and effect. I walked out as soon as he shot the kraken for the second time. To be fair,
I did.
Hmm.
I'm remembering that episode correctly. Harley came out like right before Yusuf rolled for that second time. That rolled the same set with the Royal Magic Crossbow.
Yeah.
That's my assumption. I don't know. Maybe DM can overrule me, but I don't know.
I will say it was the third
Overrule
shot.
you?
of the
What is this
crossbow.
court?
It was
was
just
the
that
third
of the
shot.
crossbow that was like
So
that we were like, oh damn.
I'll say this. Roll an Arcana check. The DC is going to be high because you're making it days later.
Ugh.
But
18 plus 3, 21.
21. I will say, well, it might not be. It's not high enough to say definitively it was the crossbow that did it. It is interesting that Dorland's hand crossbow that does a bunch of random shit when it hits things just so happened to attack it right before. Could be something else, though. Could be the crossbow. But could be something else.
Okay. Well, I'm just making the accusation, and then we'll see how Dorlan reacts.
Right.
That's the accusation I'm making towards
Yeah.
Dorlan. And so you've had a magic sword. No. Son, you're
No.
a baby bitch. Oops. Oops.
So,
Technical
be right back.
difficulties.
I am being called up for something real quick.
Okay.
So my coworker and I, because it's Midwest emo time, because it's snowing outside and kids don't want to be reasonable human beings. What we have just decided to do is that we just have now a playlist of pop punk emo songs that are just the
Oh my
radio edits.
God.
We can play them to kids, and so we've been re-listening to "Welcome to the Black Parade" radio edit. It's been great.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Mm.
And so my YouTube recommendation, because I use my personal one because I hate fucking ads so much. Because YouTube Premium is great, and so I just use my own personal one. So now there's just so much pop punk on my
Right.
like standard playlist.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, semi-distracted. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I am hearing things, though.
Fair.
Yes.
Oh,
MCR, good band.
John, you
Black Parade, probably their best, if not most iconic.
I was gonna say Three Cheers for Revenge is also pretty
That's a good one,
iconic.
too. The other one I usually think of when I think of MCRs.
I'm a Danger Days apologist, so
Okay. Yeah, the other one I usually think of when I think of MCR is Teenagers.
that's a Welcome
Which-
to the Black Parade.
Yeah, it's the same album, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Probably in the
Welcome to
minority
Black-
for that one, but it's what I think of.
Mm.
Oh, I also think of Teenagers,
Oh,
and we've
okay.
been playing. Oh, also, John, you remember like a couple weeks ago when we were talking about I wear flip flops during the middle of winter storms.
I completely forgot actually, and now that you have to remind me that.
We had a conversation our
Yes, no,
chat.
I remember. What?
This was I just sent the picture to our chat,
I hate
and
that
that's what I wore today. That's what I wore today.
I hate that.
It was cold. It wasn't
Dude,
bad.
You know what? You don't, Adela. Seeing that is probably similar to you seeing me wear a jacket.
Actually,
Fair.
yes. Crazy enough, yeah. That's exactly.
And that's what and here's what I
I
looked like
don't
outside.
like that, dude. That pains me. That actually pains me. That is.
I was literally walking like the length of like I was like literally walking like 20 feet to my car. The only bad part was that there was still snow coming down.
Oh, no. I don't like that. I don't like that, dude.
Chat, for your information, I just sent Jod a picture of me wearing flip-flops during the middle of the winter storm we just got.
God.
Oh, it's
Oh man, here's the thing. You think that's bad?
fuck.
Do you wear
dude.
shorts?
No, I don't. I do not. My younger brother does. In blizzards.
That's
I got-
fucked up.
got a
Yes,
kid,
it
I got a
is.
kid.
Because New York gets pretty freaking cold, actually.
Yes, it does.
I
Yes,
think
'cause
with
that's
wind,
pretty
I
much.
was gonna say, I think with wind chill last week we had a low of -10 or something.
There were 5 kids. There were literally 5 kids today that were wearing shorts.
Ouch.
You're mad. No, no, dude.
Ouch.
Cam mentioned this. Like, it's an actual thing with guys, or like some guys, I should say. Testosterone affects your heat level. That's why
That
a
is
lot
true,
of guys
yeah.
tend to wear. That's why guys tend to wear a lot more like shorts,
Fair
like
enough.
during like winter storms and
Okay,
stuff.
that's fair.
And I'm a
especially during-
bitch.
especially during puberty.
Yeah, it's also just acclimated to the weather there. Like, I'm sure. What's your typical like low temperature in winter?
Like, it depends. It really does, because like this year I've gotten like typical lows in like the 20s and 10s.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Last year,
Global warming's a bitch.
last year it was the singles and 10s. And then like 3 years ago, when I was still working at McDonald's, there was like literally it was a high of 60 one day, like throughout a week in January.
Mm.
Like, we didn't get any fucking snow that January.
Mm.
It was dry.
We almost didn't get snow here actually until
That's what
like
was gonna say, that's
very
what I
late
said.
December.
We didn't get any snow until like this week, and it's just dumped.
And that's very okay. Considering us, Canada, like not getting snow in like early, like late October, that something is up. You know, something is up because we always
I
get
think if we
snow
look at-
very early. We always get snow very early, and then it
Except-
ends until like
yeah, I was
May.
gonna say, except this year somehow I got snow before you. I
Yeah,
remember that.
that's other crazy part, like which like completely blew my mind because like
Yeah.
we always get like snow first.
Right.
It always does.
Oh,
Because we'll get it like in the weirdest months, like in October, dude. Like,
yeah.
and we got this like in the middle of December.
I love being in an area where our cold it is like 30.
Like it's so dumb.
You
Like,
think
I
that's
think
bad? My dad lives in Louisiana.
Right now it's like pretty.
My
like,
younger
smooth.
brother, well, no, he lived in Maryland for a bit. My younger brother too. So
30 is rare, but you know.
yeah, no, in Louisiana, like the low temperature there,
Pretty
on like
sad.
on the coldest day is like 50 degrees.
So there's
So
these
it's
things
still
that are
like
called
it's still shorts and like t-shirt weather.
And
So I'm
so
like my dad. Yeah.
sometimes there's pockets. So this is some. I'm an amateur meteorologist every once in a while. So
I'm kind of
So
a
some-
meteorologist myself, you know.
kind of a meteorologist myself. So sometimes people can have very similar like temperatures, but even though that they're on opposite sides, but they can't have the same one as their neighbors. Me and Sean, I think, are in the same zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because are you in purple?
Yeah, I'm in pink actually.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm in like pinkish. I'm in pink purple area
Pink purple. Yeah.
of where
I am-
of the state of Idaho, and it looks.
Welcome
and I don't
back.
know.
I'm
I was
on
gonna
the
say-
other side, neither 8 or
Oh,
9.
welcome back.
I am.
Yeah,
I can't fully tell.
Yeah.
because I think you're.
Looks
I think
like
you're
I
in
am
like the green. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like I'm one level below you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I think
Yeah.
that Frank got snow before us. Because Frank got that big dump, and we had one big dump, and then everything melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
happened to us.
Exactly.
I'm also
Yeah.
like I'm pretty much like right on the coast almost, so there's that.
Yeah,
too.
that too.
Yeah, I got like 2 big
Because-
dumps here.
Yeah. There's been a lot of big dumps I've been hearing lately, like
Yeah.
down there. And
Okay.
Over
That
here,
big-
it's like
Anyways.
There's
nothing.
a big jet stream coming in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. Anyways, back
yeah,
to D&D.
Back to
back to D&D. Back to
D&D.
before I was talking about my
food.
eat your food.
Consume
Eat
your damn
quickly,
food.
morsel.
Meanwhile, me just enjoying my.
don't
my
eat quick. Don't
spray
eat quick.
cheese.
Take your time, please.
I jest.
I'm
Digest.
still eating pretty slow for what I usually used
Okay.
to.
Good
All
then. All right, let's continue then.
Yes, I believe we were talking about Dorland's cursed sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
I used to eat so much faster.
The sword. The cursed sword. The cursed sword
I've
for
slowed
Dorland.
down because I've
Dorland's
heard your
cursed sword.
concerns.
That sword.
Okay, so, where exactly? You try to grab my sword.
Yes, try to grab the
Yes,
sword.
tried to grab the sword.
Yeah.
I missed, and now we're talking about you being protective of the sword.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, give me a
Oh,
second.
my-
I was trying to.
Yeah, no,
All
you're
right,
good.
you're good.
So yeah,
Well,
Harley, you don't want to touch the sword.
Why not? I like touching swords.
Not this one. Trust me.
Do you take them out of context?
Going in the close channel.
God.
You just made it worse.
Oh, it is.
honestly,
It is going in quotes.
you just made it
Damn.
worse.
Fucking name it. Okay. I like swords.
That
Doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't. Now that you brought it up, honestly.
That's going in quotes too.
Okay.
No, Lexi, I think what it should be isn't even Adela, I like swords. I think it should be Harley, I like swords.
Yeah, actually,
I'll,
yes.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And I believe you
Really
do that by
confuse
rolling
anybody
instead
else
of
who sees
two.
it.
Confuse everyone.
Oh my
At
god.
least I'm spelling the name right.
There's going to be jokes about me being a chaser, so.
Anyways, yes, Harley likes touching swords and swords in general.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay, well, you need to explain exactly what the hell this curse thing is, because I would like to know what is going on.
Dorlan, stab her.
Mm,
Then we can do lifts with her corpse.
it's crazy.
You're forgetting he's a frat dude, bro.
Turn her skull into a dumbbell, bro.
I can't believe the sword is misgendering my character. I'm kidding.
Dead weight.
I feel like that's something a frat dude would,
Honestly, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
something a frat guy would do is
Frat
just
bro
misgender
sees
someone.
two genders.
Can't believe the sword is homophobic.
No, dude.
Sorry, that was bad. Continue.
So bad.
That was
I will not try to take a drink again.
I can't. Dude, John,
Oh,
stop.
God.
I have broken John one way or another every session. I will say, I'm really glad I didn't make that joke while we were playing Siege, because we would have lost the round hands down. Maybe even the match with how long this is taking.
God.
God, dude. There's only two. Fuck
Hey,
this
to
sword.
be fair, the sword died who knows how long ago.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a fantasy world. Maybe
Why am
they
I
were
defending
accepting
a
of non-binary people.
Defending a
ages ago.
cursed, violent
I'm
murder
fucking
hobo.
sweating, dude.
Sword.
Frank, I'm gonna like throw up.
Watch this be the video that goes viral.
Oh, please. You see on fucking Twitter, it's like murder fair.
I just know.
The worst part is, I probably
This is
would be the
always
last
bad
person to
there.
know.
This would do numbers
Don't
on
fuck
this.
that.
Oh my
This would do
god.
numbers on Red Note. This would do numbers on Red Note.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I'd get a message from somebody else being like, yo, what did you say that made this one video go popular? And be like, which video? What they say the number, and I went, oh no! Nothing good.
You're applying to grad schools.
I added it to quotes, by the way. You've been quoted as God.
Oh my god, perfect.
God, frat
That
bro
was-
sees two genders.
The frat boy sees two genders.
Anyways, let's continue the session if everybody
God.
can breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
Let me just finish off
But-
my funny juice.
I love that we now have John's camera, and it's just John slowly going.
Yep. All right. Yes. Back to D&D. We don't have a lot of time as is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Harley,
what's so bad about
this?
what's so bad about the sword, darling?
It is a very bloodthirsty sword. It wants to basically kill everything until it gets what it wants, and I feel like I'm the only thing that can handle that right now.
So it's a cursed sword.
Darlin, what exactly does it want?
I assume blood.
It wants revenge on its previous killer.
Do you know
But
anything
we're not
about
our killers, right?
previous
I
I don't
killers?
remember killing anyone. I don't remember killing
Did
Um,
someone kill the sword, or did somebody kill the owner of the sword? Because that's a very important distinction for Anton, specifically.
Oh, it's somebody in. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All I know is that the person, well, not the person in the sword, but the person who wants to kill, his name is Steve.
At this point, we have met 40 Steves. Are
No.
we sure we haven't killed him?
Is this his
Killed
other
that
brother,
Steve?
or
Harley, we haven't. Harley, we have met a
What?
Steve, and we know of one other.
Yes, we do know of one other.
Wait,
Who
what?
knows? Oh, yeah,
Wait,
we forgot
what
to
did they
tell
say?
you. There's-
Find out what
Bro,
they said.
Oh
What do
my
they know
God.
of Steve?
Bro, they know it's Steve.
We have, well, there's a Steve who supposedly owns this resort.
Find them and kill them, Dorlin. Find them and kill them.
It is begging me right now to kill the Steve that you have found.
oh,
We know nothing about this Steve. We just know he's the head of the resort. We have no idea if it's.
How are
Well-
we sure that it's the
Has your sword given you a
Steve? We have
description
met
of who
quite
you're
a number
looking
of
for?
them. We've met quite a number of Steves on this journey.
A thought occurs to me, Dorlin. Their names could be Steve in secret. Kill them. One of them might be Steve.
I don't
feel
think
like
their
the
names
sword-
are Steve.
I feel as though the sword
my
is
name is not
lying.
Steve. I don't think it is.
I love
Go
I
ahead.
love the idea that Anton can hear the sword, but he actually cannot talk to the sword.
For second reason, like he has like some power that he doesn't know, like gave him from the monks,
like,
so he knows
it.
like he hears it, but he's like cannot he cannot communicate with it.
God. Wait,
Oh my god.
Darlin, has the sword given you anything more than just his name is Steve? If we had a description, maybe we could look for the person.
Well, to be honest, he had died like a long time ago, I think.
I don't know if I get.
Yeah.
It was exact. I don't think I gave you an exact date, but it's been hundreds of years.
I was gonna say you'll have to
Yeah.
specify a long time because a long time ago there was way more magic. I don't know. Also, a
What is-
long time ago I was in a healthy relationship with the
What had
parent.
Would the sword be satisfied if you stabbed his corpse?
No, I don't think so.
Have you asked?
Oh
Hey,
right.
Jeff, would you be fine if he had already died and I just stabbed it?
Sorry, it was like a
I don't know.
freaking
I guess We'll get there we'll get to that bridge when we get there, I think.
Says we'll get there when we get there.
So there's a chance. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know if Steve's
Gotta
alive
make
or
a
not.
perception. Your
He
perception
doesn't-
of how cursed swords work is weird.
He doesn't necessarily know if Steve's even alive.
I mean,
So I could
what?
just be
It's
stuck
been
with the sword.
5-10 years.
You can,
So our only two options, or actually, what? Considering banishment is not a spell that Corin can learn, would Corin actually know about this?
Roll me. What's the skill I'm trying to think of? 1 second. Where is?
would it be Arcana?
Arcana is one of the ones I'm thinking of, but there was another one I was trying to think of a little bit more, cause, okay, it's not that. Cause yes, Arcana is one option. I think History would also be another option, based off of like Arcana would be a higher DC because you've never like interacted with this stuff before. You've just heard about it in passing. History would be more based off of like what you've heard from in the past from people who've like purchased swords through like your parent company when you were merchant, basically.
Right. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with history because they're the same anyways.
Okay.
For the numbers, and I want to give myself a higher chance. Okay, dice, don't fail me now.
Could also inspire.
You do have inspiration.
You're right.
Never mind.
You're right. I don't think I need it though because I got a 19.
Okay, 19.
19 plus 3,
21.
So...
22, sorry, not 21. But yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, for 22 history, in the past, like, you remember overhearing a couple of conversations with, like, between a word. Jesus Christ. Like, a patron and, like, your, whoever you were traveling, working with, your adoptive mother or father or whatever, and just, it's like, so, what are you gonna do with this? It's very cursed and evil. And patron just going like, I move the curse, it's a great weapon. Just gotta cast banishment on it. Gets rid of the deity just like that. Not deity, like the spirit just like that.
We gotta get rid of the deity on the sword. God is haunting you.
I wouldn't per se
I mean,
that he
not,
just a
not
deity.
wrong.
God. Right. So continue where I left off then.
So either you're stuck with it until we either find Steve and kill him, if he's even still alive, or until we can find someone who can cast banishment.
Seems like a
Someone-
reasonable. Seems reasonable.
Doable, I think. Second part more
You know,
so
I
than
think-
the first.
I think my concern, my main concern,
we
aside
can
from
absolutely try our best for the first one. I assume the sword would be upset.
Yeah. He really wants to
Here's
kill
what I-
Steve.
Kill Steve.
Here's
Kill
what I will
Steve.
say.
Kill Steve.
here's what I'm going to say. However, here's what
This
I'm
is
going to say.
what to deal with
However,
every
I do believe that this is not our biggest issue at the moment. Would you not agree?
Yes. However,
That's what I have been telling you. Oh my.
hold on.
We wanted to know.
I feel like honesty is an important virtue that, you know, we're in a crew together. We're going to be getting back on a ship with you. I saw a cursed weapon. I wanted to make sure everything's okay.
Okay, I have
Plus,
quite a good hold on him.
this, how do we know that this curse isn't affecting, our ability to see, a whole island?
I mean, I don't think that would be the case since he just wants to kill one person.
Do I have to roll for this, or would I just do we know whether or not that way?
I'm just making a
Make
joke.
us not
I-
be an island.
Yeah, I
Whole-ass
will
joke.
honor the nat 20. Given that Adele is specifically asking about that one island that's not there, and that you physically sailed through its location,
Yeah.
this curse at least is only affecting Dorlin.
Okay.
So the fact that the rest of you could not see the island means it is not a product of this curse.
Okay.
But another curse going on.
Potentially?
Potentially.
For all we know, just
Yeah,
this person
as far
in
as you know.
particular has not done anything.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure one of you rolled high enough that I explained something. I'm not gonna repeat myself, but
Yeah. Unless we roll this through.
yeah.
Hold on, I'll find the session. I'll get the notes.
But anyway, I believe that we also have another ongoing problem. Don't you agree? I believe that our ongoing problem, aside from the magic sword being held by our leader, I think the other ongoing problem that we are facing is the fact that this island is creepy as hell.
And no matter how creepy the island is, as much as I would like to help people, and that'd be great to do, I feel like we need to save our own skins first. And if this is something
From
that we
what?
shouldn't be getting into, not saying it is, no idea what it is. We just got a tour, things look normal, it's just real creepy.
What's
However,
it creepy about? I mean, everyone seems to be having fun, and there's a lot of stands and
There has to
dancing.
be some. Yes, but there has to be something wrong.
I think it's about that time exactly when you hear a knock on the door. Just 3 knocks, just. Of course, Discord's not going to pick it up.
I
Yeah.
love that did
Yeah.
not go through the audio, so it's
God, I
Here,
hate
maybe I
Discord
can-
sometimes.
I don't know if that picked up. Any,
Picked up
but-
one,
I picked
yeah.
up. Pick up. Wait,
Let's see.
can I pick? Oh, mine will pick up.
Let me see. Okay, what if I turn this off
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
it
lower
kinda
it
did.
all the way?
Turn off your noise suppression because you could hear mine.
I mean, I have noise suppression off too.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a blast in
man.
my ears.
Give me a second. I'll just put it real close to this.
Okay, let's put that back on. Anyways, yeah. So that's exactly when that's when you hear a knock on the door. Just 3 even knocks right on the door. Just knock, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hotel staff.
Oh, it's
May we
hotel
help
staff.
you? May we help you?
Yes. We were just wondering if you needed anything tonight before we shut down. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the word I was going to use. Like concierge services.
None that we can think of. Thank you so much.
It's a concierge.
You get things that are included with the hotel. So more drinks, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Well, thank you very much. And they you hear them walk away. I will say that's the first time you can all remember that happening. Although I think this is the 3rd night you've spent here. Didn't happen the past 2 nights.
Oh, interesting. That was suspicious, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Oh, the people
trying to
who
think
knock
if
on the
they're-
doors who are supposed to help us is suspicious.
I'm trying to think if there's something that I could, because perception and insight are the only 2 coming to mind. But if I see the person, I don't think insight works. But I do want to see if there's anything that was really off with like.
I'm
I
thinking.
think
So no, perception would
process-
require you to like actually see them. Insight is like
Okay.
looking for those things that's like that's weird.
Okay,
Okay,
so it is
but, like,
inside.
listen
All right.
for tone of voice. If I
Yeah.
So we all,
yeah.
see it,
so we all agree that was. Yeah. So we all agree that was
Alright,
rather
I'm gonna go for
strange,
that.
correct?
See if I can get anything from that.
I don't get why you find everything strange. I mean, the place is all so nice. The
I'm
people are just
suspicious
trying to
of
help
the
us.
help me note. I'm concerned about a help me note that you found in a drink.
All right. 19 you said?
Yeah, and it disappeared.
Their cadence and tone completely normal with what you've come to expect from the hotel staff here.
Well,
Can
it's
I
come to
do-
expect weirdness? Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
upbeat,
Um,
cheerful, happy.
My thought process being that Harley thinks that this is suspicious, so they are going to like stalk whoever that was.
Okay. All right.
Ooh,
So you
okay.
dip out of the room.
Brain.
You dip out of the room and start following them. Roll a stealth check.
Harley's doing this, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
17 plus
Interesting.
stealth. So 17 plus 3, 20.
Okay. Well, You start following them. They round corner. You round the corner. You see them dip behind another corner going down a hallway. You dip behind the corner. And for some like, oddly enough, they're farther ahead than you would expect now suddenly. Like, as you were keeping pace, this hallway is much longer, but at the end of it, they're already around the corner as you round that first corner. So you
Right.
keep going and stuff. You keep going. This goes on for a couple of minutes. And you round one more corner and you come face to face with a staff member. Hi, can we help you? Or hi, can I help you? Sorry, not we.
We
Can I help? Sorry. I'm sorry. I
Can we
genuinely
help
don't
you
know
as
where
it
that came
duplicates
from.
itself?
I genuinely don't know where that came from.
we is terrifying.
Sorry. I genuinely don't know where that came
I'm
from.
getting out the emotional support Sudoku. I'm kidding.
Here's the thing. This is me breaking DM and everything. I genuinely misspoke right there. I'm sorry. That was not supposed to be a we. I have no idea where that came from. That was 100% supposed to be, can I help you? I do not know where that came from. Even that caught me by surprise. I was like, wait, where the hell? No, sorry. Yes. Staff looks at you and says, hi, can I help you?
Yes. There was a person at our door, and I remembered we needed something.
Ah, what was the door number? What was the room number?
38.
38. Is that your actual room number, or are
I
you
think
lying?
that, yeah, I'm trying to. No, I'm saying
I
the
love that
actual
you
door
just
number
said
because I
a
don't
I
number.
don't
remember.
think we were given a number.
Yeah,
They
we
do
never
have
had a
numbers
number.
on them.
I'm
They
just
do-
making
okay.
a joke.
Yes.
They do have numbers, but
I'm
I don't know if we made a
38.
point to ask if
Okay.
Brain was. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying 38. It was room 38.
Okay. So I am asking in all seriousness, is that the actual number, or is that you lying and
Yes.
making up a number? That is the actual number.
That's the real number.
Okay.
That's
She
the
goes,
real number.
room 38. I
Sorry.
believe that was me. Can I do anything for you? What do you need?
I suppose. I need to ask you a rather strange question. Has anybody come to that door in a while? Like, I mean, we've been here for 3 days, and this is the first time that any of this has ever happened.
Oh, we do it periodically. We don't do it every night. We usually leave it up to, like, guests coming to the concierge, like, the service table and asking. But we do occasionally go around and ask.
Huh. Interesting. Do you perhaps serve my 2 acquaintances today?
Who are they?
Oh, Anton and Dora on the beach.
I'm sorry. I've seen a
Who are
lot
the
of
beach
guests,
today?
especially at the beach. You'd have to describe them a little bit more.
Brain is also going to
Sorry, I haven't
I
drawn
All right.
know you guys' stuff, totally.
Adela, I'm gonna ask
I
for a second.
need to turn them.
Could you move your mic just an inch away? Thank you. Sorry.
I like hanging on it. It's fun.
No, I get it. Yeah. Just it was
There's the
it
idiot.
was
It's the
crunchy.
idiot.
Yeah, no,
It's the
it was
ADHD.
pretty.
The ADHD is
Gotcha.
kicking in. Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry, chat.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, my brain just completely spaced what you guys are.
That's fine.
They're Anton is a tiefling, and if I remember correctly, Dorland's a human, right?
Yeah.
Right, you were
See, my
thinking
brain's
of
also
being
just
something
thinking that-
else. That's what it was. That's what I was
Yeah.
remembering.
Because
Yes.
Darwin was gonna be, because Yusuf was gonna be an elf, and then we just decided that we don't need 2 elves.
Something like that,
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
elf rogues. We didn't need 2 of them.
yeah. Yes. Alright, so yeah.
A human and a tiefling.
I'm gonna roll a luck check right here. You want this to be high.
Do I want this to be high or low? High.
Okay. Alright. She looks at you and she goes, I'm sorry, I don't think I've seen a human or I've seen plenty of humans. I haven't seen many tieflings, though. Not today, at least. We see them occasionally, but they're a rare guest.
Interesting.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to roll insight on any of this, just...
John is straight up. Sorry, John. It's like, please don't.
If you want to roll insight on any of this, feel
Yes,
free
I
to.
would love to
Yeah.
roll. I would love to roll insight on this person.
Yeah. If anytime you want to roll a skill check of any kind, just let me know. You can interrupt me, okay?
I was gonna say I love to, I love that they don't notice Anton because they try to avoid him because how friendly he is. So every time they see that, he's like,
Going the other way.
Anton
He's
is
too
too
nice.
much or the staff.
Yeah.
19 plus 3, so 22.
22. Okay.
Can I like? Is it like insight for if they're lying or not?
If I'll ask you this, what exactly are you trying to insight? Like, are you just like listening for lies, or are you trying to? Yeah. What are you
I'm
looking
trying
for?
to figure out if this was this. So my brain was thinking, the Harley hearing that there was a mysterious like note left in a drink cup. My assumption being that whoever this person, whoever this person is, might be that person.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And so I'm seeing if they are like trying to like give me lies that seem believable to like
Okay.
anybody else that isn't like
Right. Right. Right.
like
Okay.
drawn in, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. She how do I want to do this? What do I want to say? Okay. 20, because you said 21, right?
22.
22. Okay, so even higher. Okay. So with the 22, looking for lies specifically, basically. How do I want to say this in a way that gives you what I want to give you without directly
Without
telling
giving
you?
me
Yeah.
everything? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That is an issue right here. Okay. How do I want to phrase this shit? You rolled very well.
Think about
And I need to expect that from you because your fucking like insight and deception are way higher than I want them to be.
yeah, anytime you need to give me a history check, just remember that
Yeah.
my history is 7.
Yeah.
Oh my
Plus
god.
7.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can
Jesus
have like an
Christ.
absolute dog shit roll and like somehow
Still
like
turns
still
good.
have at least a 10.
Thank God you're not playing Bard. Oh my god.
No, because I don't want to do bardic because I don't want to have more spell
Well, no, it's
slots
not
than
that
I
I'm
have.
thinking. That's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of
Oh, yeah, no,
College of Eloquence Bard has a thing where on, I think it's on Deception and Persuasion, they can't roll lower than a 10.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, that's
literally, if you
amazing. I
roll
love
lower than a
that.
10, it automatically becomes a 10 before bonuses. It's broken
Adela,
as hell.
hear me out. Hear me out, Adela. Multi-class. No, I'm kidding.
Like, it's
Ah,
insane.
dog, dude.
No, no,
You
no,
can
that is
literally
the
get a
reason I'm
nat 1 and turn it into a 22.
See,
Like,
the problem being is
it's
that
so
the
insane.
problem being that I cannot like with the backstory, I cannot make this character a bard. But like I
Alright.
would love to play more bards, but I just cannot do bardic inspiration very well.
Well-
I will forget that it exists.
Bards aren't just music, right?
No, there's
Yeah, it's
bunch of
it's
different
music, it's
subclasses.
music, acting, whatever. Yeah, and there's like all the
Well, no,
colleges. The
it's
problem
not
is
even that.
my brain-
Bard is literally jack of all trades. If you want to be a warrior bard, College of Swords.
Yeah, well, no, in my brain, I know how to play rogue better than I know
Yeah.
how to play bard.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I know very little about artificers, and I'm planning on multi-classing. I'm doing things that fun.
The only other one that I've ever
I was gonna
played
say,
was
it also like multi-classing doesn't necessarily have to tie into your character's backstory. It could be part of their character arc in game.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just me not really wanting to learn bard.
Because like the way that I'm justifying the artificer thing to myself, Corin's seen a bunch of magic tools and went, "Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
if I could
Yeah,
do
no,
that."
yeah, exactly.
No, I get the thought process. It's just me like not really wanting to with this character the way that I'm making this character. I don't want to do it.
Fair enough. Fair enough
enough, yeah.
entirely. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
your choice.
So yeah, she looks at you and she taps her chin and she goes, I don't remember being down at the beach today. I'm sorry. You could ask the concierge for the staff on call then, but we do get moved around, so it might not be 100% accurate.
Okay. And then with that roll, that was that a lie or no?
With that role, what she is saying is genuinely true. She doesn't remember being at the beach, but you do see a flicker of curiosity. Not curiosity, no. A flicker of...
Acknowledgement.
Not acknowledgement. Oh, what's the word? She tells you a half-truth. She tells you a half-truth. About what you don't know, but yes, there is a half-truth mixed in there. Something about what she said is not correct, but some of it is.
Okay. Sorry, brain is trying to think of how I want to try this.
On noticing that, actually, give me a perception check and a history check.
Like both?
Yes, tell me the perception first.
Okay, perception plus 15, 15 plus 3,
18.
18.
Okay.
And then history, 7 plus 7, 14.
14. Okay. With those two rolls, you begin to notice something interesting especially after having spent the day with Heather, like touring you around and stuff. The more you interact with these staff members, the more they sound the same.
So, like, they're interesting.
I'm not going to give you
Can
anything
I-
more than that, but the more they sound the same. Take that as you will.
Now I have the question of, are all the staff members female?
Roll
Have we seen any
a
male staff?
roll a history check.
I was gonna say I would need to roll history, wouldn't it? 10 plus 7, 17.
What was that?
17.
17. Okay. History check 17. There have been staff members. Specifically, the one you can immediately think of is the one who did the who identified and appraised your magic stuff when you got here.
Right, so they haven't all been female then.
No. There is definitely
Okay.
more female staff members than male, but there have been male staff members.
Interesting.
So just
That
to
makes me
clarify,
think-
every store is run by a person from the staff of the resort. There's not like any
yes.
independently owned stuff.
As far as you are aware, yes. Like every store you have been in, like taken on through the tour has been like resort owned. It might have a different name, but they have all been like magic items by Cobalt Enclave
By the
Resort.
resort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Can I ask her name?
She goes, "Oh, my name is Jenny," and she points to a name tag that says Jenny on it.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Jenny. I do apologize for tracking you down.
It's no
Thank
trouble
you
at all.
for
We
your-
at the Cobalt Enclave and Spa and Resort are here to make sure your stay is perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. And I turn to walk away.
Before you leave, what was it you wanted again? You didn't exactly tell me what you tracked me down for. You said you needed help with something and then didn't specify.
Oh, room 38 needs more towels.
Ah, I'll have someone get those immediately.
Thank you. And I walk back to the room.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
18 plus 3, 21.
21, okay. That's cocked, so I gotta reroll that. Okay. 21, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. You get back to the room.
I don't like that.
Yeah, what?
That's worrying.
I don't like that.
Nothing happened, quote unquote.
Quote unquote nothing.
Quote unquote.
I
that's the
assume,
worst.
yeah.
kind
I
of
assume, okay,
nothing.
first of all, you go straight back to the room, right? Or do you do something
Yes.
else? Okay, you go back, yeah. Okay, yeah.
How about I start heading back that way and I make sure nobody. Can I also do a make sure nobody's following me check?
That's what the perception check was.
That was the perception check, which makes me even more suspicious. Okay.
Could also mean you rolled high enough and didn't see anybody.
Mm.
I might just be making you paranoid as a DM.
making me paranoid. Okay, no, I do go back.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you get back to the room without incident. Is everybody still there? It's probably been 10, 15 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
I would
don't-
think so. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I was gonna say Anton is just rocking side to side carelessly.
Okay.
I wouldn't be shocked if the conversation was continuing to some degree.
Okay. Yeah. With that, let's actually. We did that with
You guys
Harley.
have-
Yeah.
You guys have been arguing about the sword, and I just snuck out midway through the
I was
sword.
I was
Which
gonna
is
say
whether
that.
or not we noticed.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So yeah, I was gonna say let's cut back in time 15 minutes to the room right after Harley has left the room. Sounds like you didn't say anything when you left. So if anybody, what's everybody's passive perception?
Let me see.
And then Harley, are
15.
you 15? Okay. And are you going out
11.
of your way to do it stealthily, or are you just walking away?
Walking away.
Okay.
-10.
What's your stealth bonus, Harley?
What were that? Where it's like the bonus that I get, right?
Yes, stealth. It should be like at the bottom, probably. Towards the bottom, at least.
Is it in skills or is it in?
It's a skill. Yeah, it's an actual skill.
Yeah. Okay. So my stealth is +3.
+3. Okay. So Anton has an 11. Corin has a 15, and Dorlin, I missed what you said.
I have a 10.
You have a 10. Okay. Harley, you were the one that notices Harley leave. I fucked up.
I noticed my-
Harley notices
Yeah, I
Harley
realized it.
leave.
Yep. Corin, you're the
Harley
one who
saw that
notices.
Harley
yeah.
left.
Yeah. Corin, you are the one who notices that Harley has left.
Okay.
The rest of you are you three are kind of like back and forth, like curse sword. It's okay. Curse sword. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Corin, you notice Harley leave. She doesn't do it stealthily, but like everybody's kind of distracted.
Right.
Where do you think she's going?
Anton, you didn't
I
notice.
didn't notice. I'm
You
sorry.
didn't
I
notice.
immediately forgot.
That was like that shook me for a second. I was like, wait, what?
I think it shook all of us with the pause.
I was like, you don't.
Like,
It's like, what?
John is currently in the Senji pose.
Oh my god. All right. Anyways, yeah, Corin, you notice that Harley has walked away.
Right. Considering, I am aware, Corin's aware of the weirdness with the resort, and is also fully aware of the way that Anton and Dorlin have been with the resort stuff so far, plus the cursed sword talk. I'm gonna say she has a little bit of character growth and chooses not to say anything.
Okay.
So, is this character growth in the correct direction? Who knows? We'll find out. She's learning how to lie.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So do
So,
you want to play out the 15, like whatever you guys talk about, or you just want to skip to Harley coming back?
I think the conversation left
yeah, I
off
think-
with, like, trying to come up with a solution kind of thing, like a
Yes, I
What
think the
we're-
last thing was like,
yeah.
well, if we don't have banishment, we're kind of fucked.
either we're gonna have to find Steve,
Yeah.
look for someone with banishment.
Yeah. No, Anton, I think
Yeah.
he's just been back and forth,
I-
just on the bed, just, you know.
Yeah, and I think I even made the mention of we can try our hardest for the first one. Sword might be upset if we try the other, like something along those lines.
Kill that one,
Yeah.
darling. Kill her now.
She's my friend, dude. Shut the fuck, dude. I'm sorry, Corin. I have to deal with this fucking thing every day.
Fair enough. If it makes your sword feel any better, I don't know banishment, nor can I learn it.
She can live for now. Till we need a dumbbell.
Fuck.
You gotta get swole, dude.
I'm bargaining with a sword that I can't even hear.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Honestly,
you were
by her
talking
side,
to a-
she'll be one
no
side and then the
exist.
other.
You're talking to a sword that doesn't
I'm
even know
pouring
that you
each
exist.
side.
In comparison, Corin is pretty tiny, so
Yeah, I was gonna say, Corin itself, it's like one like weight, so you will need like two, so you can actually like.
You need
Alright.
2 Corins.
I think
I'm
we
thinking
can.
like I could just be like a mediator between everyone else and the sword and just like translate, or like just like not translate but
Relay. The
relay
message.
Yeah, like
relay the
relay.
message.
now,
Yeah.
now that we know about the sword, the sword's our new partner.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, at this point, yeah.
The sword is our new party member.
That's honestly, and like he just listens to this and it's like, oh, we have a new friend. That's it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Anton,
it's inside Dorlin's head.
he's not necessarily a friend you want to be with, man.
Man, you have
Well-
a toxic friend group with this fucking sword, man.
You can't necessarily do anything, right?
I mean, no, I have control of him right now.
Then he's our friend.
For now.
For now.
For now.
You're safe for now. All right.
I mean, there. Wait, can I say there was that one time when we were fighting the Kraken where I did get a little bit thirsty myself.
You definitely did.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like Corin would ask if there's anything that we need to watch out for. So if that's something that would be brought up. You try to think of how to say it?
Yeah, kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like you can see like the
Without
loading.
without like scaring any of you guys, like.
He's buffering.
Hey, we fought a flying, decaying Kraken made of corpses.
Sure.
I think we can handle something. Some things, yeah.
I guess there's something you guys should at least know, for the most part, when I'm using the sword, at least. If I decide to use and kill someone with this sword, I too myself may get some bloodthirst going on.
Like, just if you attack someone?
So you get
'Cause I
thirsty.
Well,
feel like
not
we're okay with
necessarily.
that.
Yeah, just don't hurt me, because if you hurt me, then I will surely hurt you. Not intentionally, though.
Well, I wasn't planning to hurt you intentionally either, so
Yeah,
we will cross that bridge when we get there, I suppose.
even not
I need to ask
intentional
a
or not.
clarifying DM question. Am I back during this conversation?
Not yet. Not yet.
I was gonna say this is like in between.
No.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Okay. But Corn, intentional or not, if I get hurt either way, I will attack the thing that hurt me. I have no control over that.
I think that makes sense.
So be extra careful. Got it.
Yeah. Even
Okay,
like the slightest of scrape I get, it will. The sword will make me target you. That's what happened on the ship before the Kraken was flying. The moment I got hit by one of those pirates, I could not stop.
Anton is lifting his hand, by the way.
So, Dorlin, do me a favor. Anytime I cast Moonbeam, other side of the field.
Oh yeah.
Sound good?
Sure. Yes, Dorlin. I mean, not Dorlin, Anton.
But I'm Dorlin.
Yeah, Dorlin.
Yes, Orlin, may answer.
Anton's raising his hand like he's about to like try to interrupt during a Zoom class.
Oh yeah. What if I toss you? Would that make me attack? Would I get hurt?
I
So for
would
example, if
want...
you're like encountered by somebody, there's a bunch of enemies, pew, 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 and I grab you and toss you away. Would you attack me?
If I get hurt in that process, I would think yes.
How
Although
about if
I
I
do-
lift you and run away with you?
Then no.
Okay, got it.
You planning escape tactics, Anton?
What?
Are you planning escape tactics or something?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying things.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I think Adela comes back. No, Adela.
I was
Harley
gonna
comes
say.
back.
I was gonna say. I think it's about that time Harley comes back.
There's
Yeah.
so many names.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh,
No
could
one
we
keep track of
imagine
anything?
if we all started using our actual IRL names?
Kill me.
I say as if Lexi and I are the only ones that don't use our real names online.
Yeah.
I don't use my name. You use not my real name. You
Yes.
call me, you guys know my real name,
Yes.
but yeah.
I bet you know
Yeah.
what now my real name is.
No, but that's like what we meant. Adele
Your
and I
real
don't-
name's not
don't-
cereal?
don't
Yeah,
get
true.
called by our real names.
Your real name is not cereal.
Damn. I've been lied to.
You've been lied.
Speaking of use of vintage Frank, I think. How do you spell Fruit Loops?
I already gave him that one.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I already
yeah.
gave him the same ones.
Sorry to
Yeah,
disappoint
the Fruit
anyone
Loops one I
watching,
knew.
but my name is not actually Alexis. You're not gonna find out what my actual name is, though. I'm not telling.
I wouldn't want to know what you're.
Come up.
I'm not putting it on the internet, is what I mean.
True.
Anyways,
I
all
don't
right.
care if anyone here
Back to
knows.
D&D.
Okay.
It's about
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
back to D&D.
I'm just thinking of like, could you imagine if we all just had real names, internet names, D&D names?
All right.
What am I?
John.
All right. Adela, back from the mic again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Either that or.
Sorry. Just gets real
That was me.
crunchy.
That was the point.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. It's about this time that Harley gets back to the room right then.
I think that there's more going on here.
I mean, we
Oh.
kind of
You
figured
don't
that
have
was the case,
to
Marley.
slam the door open.
Didn't we
It's
agree
pretty late.
that we weren't going to get into anything that we couldn't get out of easily?
Well, please tell me you guys were watching what I was doing.
Yes,
Yes, I
yes.
was.
The thing is,
Yeah.
nobody knows what you're doing because nobody can see what you're doing.
Okay. No, it was while she was saying that, I come in and slam the door,
Right.
right?
Okay.
And I go, and Harley goes, well, I just had a very interesting conversation with one of the workers here.
Okay.
Interesting how?
Have you noticed that every single female employee of this whole resort seems to be the same person?
Well, it's a bit close.
Should I roll history for that one? Because I have been paying attention, but
Yes, and actually, I want a history roll from Harley as well. For that.
19.
19. 19.
All right.
I'll say this. They sound the same. They do not all look the same.
Sound the same, excuse
Yes.
me. I should say sound the same, excuse me.
Yeah. You have seen
honestly,
you have seen staff of like all races. You've seen elves, humans, dragonborns, tieflings. You saw an orc at one point?
Very Concord, excuse me, let me amend my previous statement to be, they all sound the same.
Okay.
am I able to use inspiration after I've rolled?
That's exactly when you use it. Yes.
Got it. Then I'm using it to see if I can get a better
Okay.
number. Oh, I didn't.
So I can say also, didn't you use that earlier on something?
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I did not get a better number.
All right.
I
Well,
got
that's
a worse
unfortunate.
number.
Your advantage is
That's
your inspiration is gone.
So yeah, that's
Nice.
unfortunate. So the first number was a 9.
9.
Plus 3 for my history.
I'll say with a 9. So
But it's 9 plus
9.
3. So
So 12 total.
12.
Okay, yeah. So with
Yeah.
a 12, sound the same. They've got different like pitches and volumes of their voice. They have the same like, yay, we work at a resort kind of thing. Like they have the same like, not
They
shit-eating, but
they
like,
have the same customer,
Yeah.
the same customer service voice.
yeah, yeah. They have this. They like, okay, they're reading from the same scripts. They've worked here for who knows how long. Yeah, of course they sound the same that way. Adela, with your thing earlier, it's not just like the same script and stuff. Oh wait, no, I said I wasn't gonna give it back to you. Exactly, that's right. I just said it was gonna sound the same. Yeah, they sound the same.
Like, my imagining is that they sound the same tonality, according to me remembering what I've known.
Something like that. Yes.
Because I've definitely had that before, where I know who people are based in drive-throughs because I
Yes.
am a fat ass.
It is definitely more than like they're reading off the same script. It's more than that because yeah, you've been to businesses where they read off the same script. This is something else.
Right.
Corin, they're reading off the same script.
Yes. Not to mention, I was hunting down whoever had just previously knocked on a door because I found it very suspicious, and they found me instead. I was stalking somebody, and then they disappeared, and then this person appeared.
Just
Both
appeared?
Like out of nowhere, thin air.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Like poof.
Yes, Anton, like poof.
Oh, like poof.
Can I ask a quick question, Frank? I forgot the name and my brain is not going to remember it. Can I get the name of the person?
Jenny, not
Jenny.
Jennifer.
Jenny.
Even I
Jenny.
remembered, and I wasn't there.
Something along those lines. It's like
Brandon's
I
gonna
remember
forget the
Jen.
name.
I assume
Jenny was the
Jenny
name on the name
probably
tag.
is Jennifer, but
Listen, I deal with enough people in my daily
I'm
life who I
horrible
need to
with
remember.
You're
names
good,
of.
yeah. Yeah. It happened again,
Okay.
literally 30 seconds ago, basically, for you. Yes, I will give you the name for that.
Cool. Who's you guys'? Do you guys remember who your bartender was on the beach?
Hmm.
Fuck. I don't know if she had a name.
I
I
don't
mean,
think she did have a
I
name.
was gonna say, she definitely
I mean,
had a
she
name
had a name.
tag. Yeah.
I was gonna
It's part of
say
the staff
definitely a name
uniform.
tag, but
There's a name
did we
tag.
have a
catch?
name.
Did we catch her name?
I don't
Always
think we
history buff.
asked. I don't think we asked for a name.
Okay, yeah, we didn't ask for a name, right?
No, you did not.
Exactly.
All right,
So-
well then, no, we don't.
You could roll a history check to try and remember if you saw the name tag. The DC would be high.
motherfucker. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no point in doing that because I wouldn't
still
remember
try.
dick.
Yeah.
watch the
I have
watch
a
at the end.
I have a
It-
+2 in
it could-
history. If I
Okay,
nat 20
it
this, I
could be.
swear.
It could be a
I
good
was gonna
roll.
say,
You
Nat
never
20 is
know.
a success, yeah.
9 + 2, 11.
11. You
That's
have no
unfortunate.
fucking clue.
That's what I thought. It's
I think
nothing,
I think
nothing's
you
happened.
ordered a milk, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. You were too distracted by the milk she pulled out from behind her back.
Pretty much it. Yep.
Yeah. Would you like to roll, Dorlin, or are you gonna?
No, I'm good. Because
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I had then.
He's not even gonna try.
Or see the name tag. I mean, I can try for a roll, but
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck
not.
it, do it, man.
Again, DC's
Yeah.
gonna be DC's gonna be high. It's still technically possible.
Just a
And if it's possible, you should always try. Because who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoot
14.
for the stars. Makes it all the
Yeah,
better
roll
when I
the
kick you back.
Well,
into
there's
the
no
dirt.
stars.
Damn.
roll the
Love that
14.
quote. I can't remember what it's from.
Is
14.
it
14.
Yeah. No, you were too distracted
No.
by the Fanta coming out from behind her back, just going, "How the fuck did she do that?" Because it was an orange soda. That's what Dorlin asked for.
I
Yeah.
forgot that was Fanta.
But isn't the phrase shoot for the moon? So, and if you land a moon.
No, I'm
If you-
specifically. It's SAO abridged. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Kirito says something along the lines of like, "Yeah, shoot for the stars. It'll make it all the more satisfying when I kick your teeth in back in the dirt." Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's
That
fucking.
sounds
It's,
about right,
it's
yeah,
amazing.
it is.
I love a British Kirito
Dude.
so much.
So much better than the actual one. Oh my god. It's insane how much better the abridged is.
Oh, the
All right.
British is so funny. Anyway, no.
Yeah.
So they fail. They don't remember who it is.
Yeah, it's like,
No.
I don't think we got their name. But the milk was good.
Glad the milk was good, Anton.
Very good.
Yeah,
very
they gave me a
good.
nice Fanta too.
Oh, I tried the Fanta too. That was very nice as well.
Were they actually given the name of the fan?
No, it was just
No.
an orange.
No,
It
it's
was-
orange
carbonated
juice.
It
drink.
was. I think you asked specifically for orange carbonated drink.
Yeah.
Orange carbonated beverage.
Yeah.
They gave him fucking crush.
Yeah, they carbonated some Tang.
Tang, yeah.
Carbonating Sunny D.
Oh,
Ah,
Here's some
God.
sunny delights.
oh, dude. I had Crush at work, and I was like, this is okay. And then I had Fanta. I'm like, oh my god, this is
so
oh much, yeah,
better.
right. It's
yeah.
crush is so fucking mid
Mellow
compared to
yellow, it's
Fanta,
mellow
dude.
yellow. It's mellow yellow versus Mountain Dew kind of thing.
I actually prefer Mellow Yellow. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
actually,
I
think
genuinely
Fanta
prefer
really-
Mellow Yellow. I love Mellow Yellow. I like Mountain
Never
Dew
had Mellow
too.
Yellow.
I just love Mellow Yellow.
There's no
I've
mellow
never
yellow
tried
over here, actually.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh, that's a
deserve-
shame.
You don't deserve this.
Mountain Dew is sweeter. I like Mellow Yellow's more citrusy flavors. Thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the citrus. I don't like the citrus part of it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
there was the girl. Her name is Jenny.
Ooh, Jenny. That's a pretty
Maybe-
name.
We can look out for her tomorrow, perhaps.
Okay. Maybe I can give her a T-shirt. Or maybe they already have that. Oh, I need to buy souvenirs for the people as well.
Anton, why
Well,
are you
how about
blowing money on
people?
souvenirs?
Why not?
I mean, we're kind of trying to fix a ship right now.
To be fair, I think it is just. Okay, I clearly missed something I was drawing, but
Hold on, I can't be too loud. Fuck, dude, I love.
Was it my face? Was it my face?
No, it's John, dude.
Sean, what did you do?
Because
Nothing. I did nothing.
Oh,
Harley had asked him, like, why are you spending money on kids? And then he said, why not? And then a second later, he was like,
I wasn't paying attention. Blonde Boy started playing.
God.
Anyways.
Right. No, but the thing I was gonna say is, he's not using, the collective money. Technically, we haven't been paid by collective money yet.
Yeah. No, he's using his own pocket.
yeah.
He's going broke.
Yeah, but how else what would happen if all of us went broke? I would prefer to
Well,
have
it was
everybody
a good
have money.
spend. It's a pretty good place here. I don't think anything is really happening.
I don't believe that for a second.
For
but
now.
we had to really judge yet.
Well, nothing
Tomorrow we'll need to
happened.
check on Tomorrow we'll need to check on the box and then figure out from there. Perhaps we should explore the island a little bit more.
I feel like you two should also need a break, you know? Because Darla and I had a pretty good time. I think it's time for you two to also enjoy it a little bit.
Well,
I took a break, Anton. I spent a day at a cafe.
I'm
But the
alone-
beach has so much nice scenery.
Anton,
There's
if I'm
water
alone-
and there's
I
the
think
purple
the break that we
sand.
took was...
Anton, I believe that
Would you
if I'm
believe me if I
alone-
said I wasn't a fan of sand?
It's coarse and it gets
You come
everywhere.
from the sea.
Shut up, bro.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't resist.
the same thing.
I couldn't resist. Anytime I hear someone be like, I don't like sand, it plays in my head immediately.
Yeah,
course
to be
it
fair,
is.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that too. I just wasn't gonna continue it.
I'm
It's
so
cool.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I love Star Wars, but holy fuck.
Speaking of Star Wars, I'm still really sorry for what happened with Kai and that whole thing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I know.
Anyways, moving on.
Say, do we want to give the audience context, or do we want to just completely
Nope.
leave them out of the loop?
No,
No.
we
No.
have
Nah,
an
we-
hour
what context?
left. We're
Yeah.
fucking
We have
D&D.
things to
We're
do.
focusing on the
We
game.
have things to do.
okay.
I want 2 hours of gameplay, actually. Damn it.
Anton,
but Corin, yeah.
Anton, I don't really want to be alone with my thoughts at the moment. I would like to get this whole, get this damn box to the damn owner and then go home, possibly relax with a nice bubble bath.
Well, we can relax here all together.
I cannot relax when there's a magical box that wants to try to kill us.
I will say there's definitely multiple bubble baths in this place. Hell,
The
there's
DM
probably-
is right.
Yeah, there's definitely one attached to your room too.
That's right.
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah. But I get that we have a mission to do and to fulfill, and it's a lot of money. But I feel like we all have been just constantly stressed this whole time, and we hadn't had a clear mind to think about things, and we've just been bombarded with a lot of problems. I mean, the island we're trying to find wasn't there. And we
Yeah,
all had
that's the
pretty much a
problem.
bad experience with the box. And who knows how we're doing really inside in each one's mind. So
Yeah.
I'm just
And I'm
I
dealing
just
with two.
believe
Actually, technically you're dealing with 3. If it's in
Yeah.
the box.
Yeah.
hmm So I think it's kind of fair that we all just take a break sometimes, you know?
Fair enough. But
I'd rather not relax while I believe that this whole thing is fucked, frankly.
Can I roll for persuasion?
Are you being serious
That's up.
right now?
That's
I'm
up to
dead-ass
them.
serious.
That's not up to me. Skills,
I'm
like that's one of the
I got-
using stuff
here's
like
the-
that on other players is one of those things that I cannot like enforce. That's up to the
Are
other
you-
players and stuff
Are
for
you
a lot of
just
stuff like
asking
this.
for Harley or for Cord as well?
The both of you.
21.
Oh, wonderful.
21,
Okay.
a-hole.
Are you bitching?
So,
Okay. If I roll
what-
a nat 20 on this bitch, I
Persuading is not something I can control. You guys
Well,
lying
what
to
I-
each other, I can do, but
Fair enough. What would I be rolling against with that? Would it
against
be like
persuasion,
yeah?
that's a good question. Here's the thing. I guess what persuading other party members would be first of all, is your character even like able to be persuaded about this? Like, is that even possible? Second would be if
Right.
the answer is yes, how high does somebody need to roll? What is the DC you set for your character?
I have a further question. Anton, are you trying to persuade us to take a break, or are we trying to persuade you to do things?
I thought it was take a break.
take a break.
Okay.
That's what he's trying to say. So basically, Anton, what he wants
So you
is just
were trying to persuade
to-
us.
yes. I want to persuade Harley and Corin to basically just relax. Like oh, like they've been stressed, they've been thinking a lot, so we just want them to like
Yes, you're going
take
up
a
against
chill
20.
day. It's like relax and.
So you're going up against a
I-
16 roll plus 5 if we were doing persuasion. What would be the opposite? What would be the resistance? Would it
Again,
be,
that is
It's up
It's-
to
That is up to
Jason.
y'all,
yeah,
honestly.
that's
We
that
can-
is not
we can
something
set
you
the
guys would roll
DCs,
against. You guys would set the DC for what
Yeah.
it would need to be. And again, if you genuinely don't think your character can be persuaded into this, then the DC is impossible, even with like a nat 20. That's just
Right.
Well, that's my
I-
thought
It's one of
process
those
is-
things.
I think
I don't think
Corin
Harley would
can
even
be
consider this.
persuaded to take a break to some degree, but not let her guard down.
Yeah,
and
I think
either
that
way,
Har-
the DC. Is
I mean, it's
gonna be-
y'all's call. I'm just doing this
I'm
for fun.
thinking-
my-
I'm thinking
my
like
call
a
is gonna be-
17 to
my
even,
call is
even
gonna
hit
be-
that.
my call is going to be that it's going to be this 21. So you have to roll higher than a nat.
I have
or
a
something.
+2. If I roll a nat 20, that is the only way I'm gonna actually be
Yes.
able to persuade you.
That's the only way you're gonna persuade
I think
Harley.
Harley
Harley.
is
I
freaking
have
concerned.
said
Corin,
I will give you at the very least although guard's not entirely down, but will go relax, maybe go something out of 17.
on what DC?
17.
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Persuasion, yeah.
Yeah. What you get?
Something tells me it's not
I thought
good.
his camera froze for a second. Oh my god.
What'd you get, John?
Let's just move on.
Okay.
Please tell me it was like a nat 1 or something.
No, I got 12. +2,
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it wasn't bad. But
So I basically, yeah, it wasn't bad, but I was like,
you're making a compelling argument for Corin, but you're not making any sort of
yeah. So
it's
basically,
like
he's just,
Compelling,
statement
but
to
not
me.
compelling enough.
yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
it's
he's just
nearly as compelling as it should be.
being
Yeah.
vague.
It's she still thinks that just
It's,
going to a cafe, even watching the box all day is relaxing enough.
And
It's
Harley would
basically like
to
a
figure out
come
what the fuck is
on.
going on. And Harley would like to know what the fuck is going on.
All right.
All right.
Like,
Okay.
could you seriously just try?
All right. So I think with that, it sounds like your group is dispersing and going to sleep for the night.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So yeah,
See.
you all go to sleep, get your long rest in for anybody who's used any spell slots or any skills or anything that needs reset.
Oh, actually, thinking about it, the ring that Adela has, the thing that can hold a spell.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Have we had a conversation in character about that? Do we know it's a thing?
No. No.
Because I was gonna ask to put a healing spell in it before the long rest.
That would probably be. Could we do that before we go to bed, Frank?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you want to,
Oh.
if you want to
Me and-
ask,
me and
yeah.
Harley and Corin and Harley have a conversation about the ring.
All right.
Making it talking
And I
about-
do have to ask, with setting a spell in there, could I put it at a higher level? Like, could I say do a first level slot as a second level spell, like a second level slot?
So what it
for
is
that, or...
it's a ring of spell storing, and let me just pull it up again so I make sure I'm saying it completely correctly.
Yeah, I'll pull
Ring
it. I'll
of
pull it
spell
up as
storing.
well.
Yes. Okay. So that is what I thought I remembered. Okay. So, the ring stores spells into it, holding them until the attuned wearer uses them, Adela. The ring can store up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time. So if you want to upcast a spell to fill it up more, you absolutely can. So if you wanted to cast Healing Word at a 2nd level or 3rd level or something, yes. Up to 5th level, that's fine. It can store 5 levels worth of stuff.
So does that mean that, to ask, does that mean that I can also do 5 separate cure wounds?
At level 1, yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, could you cast
Let's
5
see.
level 1 spells in there?
There is that. Do you have 5 level 1 spell slots?
I only have
What's
4
your-
level 1 spell slots. So my thought process is 3 of those and then 1 at a 2nd level.
Okay.
All cure wounds, because that is the better one.
You could do that, yep.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. So it has
Okay.
Yeah. So just
Cure-
make
so
sure
basically
to
1,
note
2,
that I will
and then
hand you what the
3,
spell
1 level.
does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, here's the thing.
Cool.
It would still be off of your DC because it is your spell stored in there.
It would be.
Right.
It wouldn't be
I
based
have...
off of Harley's stats. It would be based off of yours, Corin.
Oh, yeah. No, I have everything in my my like list,
Yeah.
my Word document set to my stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Right.
I'm just going to send
So-
you the paragraph that I have.
3,
All right.
There you
1
go.
level D.
And it is, because it's up to 5, it's 3 at 1st level and 1 at 2nd.
All right. Okay.
And then I get all that back. So
All right. So you two do that. But with that, yeah, the night passes. You get your long rest, so you get your spell slots back immediately. Everybody's at full health. All their skills are reset and all that jazz. So morning comes. You all wake up. Sounds like Corin. I was gonna say something else again. Don't know why. Corin goes back to the cafe, continues to watch the box. I'm guessing Harley goes
Yeah.
back to investigating the island.
I don't know if she would spend the entire day at the cafe, because well, she could absolutely be persuaded to take a break of sorts if Harley were to come and be like, "I want to investigate more." I think she'd follow along
Yeah.
with that.
I think what Harley's doing is actually going on the ship and making sure everything's going smoothly, basically.
Okay. Okay.
So Corin would
Sounds-
absolutely be there for that at least.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Corin would join. I would assume that that's the thought process, is that I would take Corin with me so that way she could, in theory, shoot me if something were to occur.
Okay. Anton and Dorlin, what are you guys going to do for the
I
day?
haven't made the guns
Anton
yet.
is gonna plan his day to just go and again celebrate. You know, it's like go around, just have fun, and investigate more of like
I
the
have to
different
prepare
part,
them now.
like the different side of town. So he
Okay.
was like gonna go you know, maybe see some like food stands or like some other like interesting like viewpoints. You know, it's like yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Dorlin.
Dorlan's feel free to join. Honestly, Anton invites Dorlan, but that's up to him.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, Dorlan has to lay off now, right?
I don't
Because I'm pretty sure, like,
remember. Did
someone
We
was
did-
pulling
we
it
did.
off of me.
Yes, we
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. That is correct.
take
Yes.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, someone had pulled it
So
off
yeah,
of me.
you're back
And
to
I went
normal
back.
Dorlin. You're no longer influenced to be slightly happier.
Okay. Given with the conversation we had, especially about the owner of the whole resort being named Steve, Dorlan wants to like kind of investigate that.
Okay. So you're gonna do that. We'll start with Anton will be easy enough. Let's go with that first, because you're just
Right.
off exploring the island and whatnot. All right. So yeah, you go off
He just
to
puts his like his bunch of fucking hulas on again, his shirt and his many
Yep.
like.
You've got
Yeah.
once again you put lay after lay on, and they're not affecting you because you're already in a great mood. You're not you're so not suspicious of the island. You're literally advocating for your party members to stop investigating and relax.
Hell yeah.
You are so okay with this island.
He is.
Yeah. So yeah, you go around to another section of the island that, while you had a tour of, you haven't really explored thoroughly on your own. You go in, you find a bunch of food stands, buy like all the specialties and stuff, and you make a day of like trying the local cuisine on that side of the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna cost you, I think, 15 silver total for the day, for just
Oh,
the
I
food
should
stuff.
also
All right.
mention is Anton being supervised?
No,
No.
Anton's off on his own. Everybody did something else. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, so you're walking around, you're passing by staff members, you're, I assume, waving to them and saying hi. They
Yeah,
are continuing
It's like,
on
hey,
with their
how's it
job.
going? How's been your day?
They look at you, nod, and keep going.
Wait, but I have more
Why-
questions.
Why am I
no.
imagining?
Do you say that?
Why am I imagining?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just like,
Why
yeah.
am I imagining like Anton knowing way too much about these people's inner lives?
Honestly, he would gather information without even like, like, intentionally.
All right. Yeah, so that's basically what you do for the day, is going on, eating food, waving to the staff. They're continue on with their jobs. They see you're happy. They don't bother you too much. And so we'll move on to let's move on to Harley and Korn. I want to save Dorlin for last with what he's doing.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So it sounds like first thing you guys do, the both of you do, is you go to the ship to oversee the repairs and everything, make sure everything is happening as
Yeah.
should. All right.
Yes.
Make sure the box hasn't been touched or
Yep.
anything.
Roll me a perception or an investigation, depending on what you're looking at. Investigation if you're like analyzing the ship and how it's been fixed. Perception if you're just watching the crew repair it.
I'm using my inspiration because I just rolled a 3.
Okay. Excellent.
Better.
You are all
Okay.
using up your inspiration before things.
That's
You said
not
either
terrifying.
investigation,
Or perception.
investigation
Yes.
or
Investigation if you're like checking the ship to make sure everything is good. Perception if you were watching the crew like work on it.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna use-
investigate.
then
and
I will
got
go.
319.
I will do perception. So 13 plus 3, 16.
16. Okay. The 16 perception. Yeah, crew is doing what they should. They are not going towards the cabin's quarters like you had asked. They are fixing up the ship. The repairs seem to be going well. Everything seems fine.
Lexi, what was your? I was gonna say, what was your investigation?
Oh, it was 19.
19.
16 plus 3.
Okay, if you said it, it cut out for me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, 19. So, investigating the ship in general, or are you looking for anything in particular?
I want to like make sure that because we know that no one's gotten close to, like no one's going into the captain quarters while we're there, but I want to make sure that nothing has happened there. No one's gone in. The box hasn't been opened.
Okay.
I'm not going in with the intention to think of opening the box. I swear to God, Frank.
That's not what I was doing, okay? That's not why I looked away at something else and definitely did not roll the dice. You're crazy.
Right.
Nobody mentioned dice. Anyways, okay. So 19. And you're just making sure, like, the captain's quarters is untouched.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you go into the captain's quarters, you look around. Almost everything is as accounted for. Almost. You're doing like a second sweep, like I better make sure. And you notice that a small stack of like papers that were like on a desk have been shifted ever so slightly. And the only reason you notice that is the dust marks still have like where it used to be. It's moved over about a
was gonna
centimeter.
I was gonna say it just literally has like inch thick dust, and then it's just like
And then exactly,
Yeah.
yes, it's been So the paper at least has been moved for some reason.
But the box hasn't been touched, as far as
Box
I
is
know.
still in the same place. Yeah, still center of the room.
That is the important one, but also
This feels like a problem.
Can I do investigation as well, Frank?
Yeah, sure.
Of
Do
the
it with.
room?
I'm gonna ask you to do it with disadvantage since you did the perception check first.
Sounds good. 6 + 7, 13.
13. Okay. Same question. What are you looking for in particular? Like anything in particular, or just general investigation?
My brain is also my brain is thinking like, Corin, would you tell Harley that something feels off?
Oh yeah,
And like,
like
point to
it,
something?
point to the
Like,
exact
point
thing
to-
and everything. Yeah, because if we're going there
Okay.
to make sure everything's okay.
Specifically, I'm looking specifically at that and like seeing what they would have touched there.
Okay. So with a 13, looking at that, it's kind of hard to tell. Everything else does seem to be in the same place. So it could be that they just rifled through the papers on there, seeing if there was like anything of value. Maybe a crew member, like a member of the repair crew, was just looking through things, just double checking and stuff. Who knows?
Hmm. But that implies that they were in the office.
It does imply that, yes.
So our original perception is incorrect. That they're only hanging out
Well,
outside
no,
of
no,
Not
we
necessarily.
weren't
Your perception-
we weren't
yeah.
seeing them go in there.
Yeah, we
that
aren't
that
seeing
doesn't
them go
mean
in
that,
there.
someone
Yeah.
didn't go in there
What your
while
what
we
your
weren't
perception
watching.
check revealed is that while you were
The
there,
workers aren't doing that. So
they're
I don't know if there's
acting
people
perfectly
going
normal.
in and out. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
my intuition of myself is being that somebody who is not related to the workers is getting onto the ship.
Could be. I'm gonna say could be to everything.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say could be to everything. I'm gonna investigate that.
Okay, you're gonna do it with the disadvantage again. Actually, I'm gonna ask for triple disadvantage or double
Well,
disadvantage.
no, not that. I'm gonna start an investigation
Oh,
on
okay.
the island to see
Gotcha,
if anybody's been
You're gonna look for tracks and whatnot.
anybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Okay. Is Corn gonna do anything else on the ship before disembarking or whatever your next plan is?
I think I'm gonna ask someone, see if anyone saw anyone go in there.
Okay, so you're gonna go up to a crew member and ask, has
Yeah.
anybody in the captain's quarters? Okay. They're gonna, whichever one you go up to. Are you looking for like the foreman, or are you just asking a random crew member?
Probably the one that I assume that's the person.
Yeah, the foreman's the guy in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So yeah,
person in charge.
yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You can find him out. You can ask like a person like, who's the foreman? They'll be like, that guy. Yada yada yada. So you get to him and ask like, so has anybody been in the captain's quarters? We asked them not to. And he's gonna look at you and go, not as far as I can tell.
You guys can keep going. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the foreman's just like, yeah, not as far as I can tell. You asked us not to go in there, and so as far as we can tell from outside, anyways, as well, it doesn't look like there's any damage to the captain's quarters, so there'd be no need. So not as far as I can tell. Why?
Just looked like something had been moved. I'm probably just being paranoid or something, you know.
I'll tell my guys to keep an eye out for anything.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Give me a perception check yourself, actually.
$13, $5, $18.
18. Okay. With an 18, something that might be a small light detail, but something you notice, especially after Harley has pointed out that like everybody on this island works for the same company and sounds the same and stuff and reads from the same script. The uniform these guys are wearing does not specifically say that they are employees of the resort.
Oh. Just neural activated. I'm like, oh, interesting.
And they don't like have any indication. Like it's the uniforms show that they are not part of the resort. It's not like they have just
The
a
uniform,
different uniform.
the uniform does not have a logo on it one way or the other. It is definitely a different uniform, as you would expect from a repair crew, though.
There wasn't like any like indicating factors that it's part of the resort.
No, there's nothing indicating that, which is in itself kind of pointing that they don't necessarily work for the resort, because like everybody else has had like the resort logo emblazoned on their shirt somewhere.
Right. That's why I asked, because
Yeah.
if the uniform is just different, but the logo's there somewhere,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So who knows? It could be that they just this uniform doesn't have the logo on it. Could be that they work for something else, but as far as you can see, there is nothing of indication that they work for the resort themselves.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes, fascinating. So I know what Harley wants to do with the rest of their day. I think they are going to be investigating potential break-in. And
Yes.
Corn, what are you going to do? Are you going to spend the rest of the day at the cafe again, or what are you going to do?
Can always follow me.
Yeah. I'm thinking might go with. I'm gonna go with on that one.
Okay. Okay. Before we get to that, let's cut to.
Because I'm also gonna mention the conversation with the foreman and the uniform thing. So.
Okay. All right. So let's cut to Dorlin now. All right. So you're going to investigate this mysterious Steve, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Okay. So how do you want to go about doing that?
Mm. Um, honestly, kind of want to go with more, just to see if this works, a more direct approach by just asking, what do you call it? One of
Staff
like
member?
the employees, the staff members. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I assume you would then like just go up to like the receptionist desk, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Okay. So you approach the receptionist desk, and something stands out to you immediately because it's something you haven't seen at the island like yet. Something that's you see a male guest. You assume he's a guest because he's not wearing the uniform.
Okay.
Somebody came into my room. Talking to Heather again at the receptionist desk where you normally find her. And he is being loud and obnoxious and complaining to her about something. And it's very obvious that he's like up in arms about
Upset.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I go up to the guy and say, like, hey man, like, what's going on?
He goes, "Oh, are you another guest or like who are you?"
I'm just a guest.
Just a guest.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I want to say? He goes, "Well, my wife's been missing, and the staff doesn't seem to care."
What do you mean they don't seem to care? Like,
I mean that we've been here. My wife has been missing for 3 days now, and I've come to them every day, and they just say, "Well, I'm sure she's in." They say something along the lines of, and he motions to Heather, and she, as if reading from a script, "Well, I'm sure she's just out enjoying one of the many spa's amenities. She'll be back anytime, I'm sure of it." After all, nothing bad happens on this island.
Nothing bad ever happens
Okay,
to the
that's strange.
Kennedys.
Nothing bad happens.
Thanks, eh?
And she
Yeah.
has said that every day for the past 3 days now.
Huh, okay. Fuck, dude, this is going maybe if I don't help out. Something strange is definitely going on though, that's for sure. When was the last time you saw her at the like were you here at the resort with her? No. Something going on. Food.
Yes, food. Okay, so when you asked when was the last time you saw her, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, yeah, he goes, "I
Yeah.
just said 3 days ago."
Okay, 3 days ago where?
She went out to do something, go to the beach or something. I wasn't exactly listening. I was getting a massage.
Okay.
I wasn't suspicious. I mean, our stay here has been perfect.
How long have you guys been here? Have you just started 3 days ago, or?
No, we got here about a week ago.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm about to do something right now, but if I do see her, I will try and find you and let you know.
Oh, thank you. Uh, let me let me let me describe her for you. I guess that'll help.
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
please.
And so he describes a elven woman, not middle aged. Sorry, elves don't ever look middle aged. Yeah.
I'm gonna argue MILF elves probably exist.
What?
A MILFy elf probably exists.
I mean, probably. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
In that context of middle aged, I guess yes. But yeah, he describes an elven woman with long brunette hair, sharp features like most elves, and he goes, and her name is Jennifer, by the way.
Mm.
I don't know what you guys are smiling about.
This
I don't know
is
what
a
you guys are
smile.
smiling about. Yeah,
This is not a smile. This is a.
that was a Daedalus smiling though.
This is a look of realization.
I don't know what you
Either
guys are
doing-
realizing.
Either you're doing this to fuck with us because I called her Jennifer earlier, or something's happening.
Curious.
Okay.
Knowing you, it could totally just be you're making us paranoid because I called her Jennifer, but
I definitely didn't make up the scenario after you pointed out there was no Karens.
Ooh.
Are the Karens being turned into
I
staff
am
employees?
vindicated. Vindicated.
No, what I'm pointing out is you pointed out like an impossibility, and I went, "Oh fuck, I have to correct that." That's what I was pointing out. That's what I meant by that. It's like, "Oh shit, you're right. I didn't do any Karen scenes. Fuck." That's what that was. As for the Jennifer thing, who knows? Maybe I am that much of a dick. All right. Anyways, so Dorlin, you tell him that, and then you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, elvish, brown hair or brunette hair. Name's Jennifer. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you. And he looks back at.
Jenny is. Now that I'm thinking about it, race-wise, we didn't ask. Or we didn't.
We
Or like
didn't.
you, it wasn't a thing that came up.
No, I didn't because I didn't think about it.
If she's an elf,
And
Frank, I
I'm
swear to
fucking
God.
deep shit.
All right. Anyways, so he looks at you and he goes, "Thank you for helping me." And he looks back at Heather. He flips her off and he walks away angry. And Heather turns to look at you, and if she was upset about that encounter, doesn't show. Hi, how can I help you?
Yeah. Hi, I'm just having such a great time, and the service is great, the resort is great, and everything, and I would absolutely love to meet, you know, the manager or the owner of the whole establishment and just give him my personal thank you.
Heather looks at you again, same smile on her face. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, but the owner of the resort isn't on the island today. He's out on a business call."
Oh, somewhere else? Like,
Yeah, he's on the mainland, talking with sponsors and whatnot.
the mainland where?
I need to remember what I named this empire. 1 second.
Striata.
Nope, not Striata.
No,
Striata's the one
that's
you guys
better.
are from.
Klaus?
Yeah.
Yes, Clow. The Cloud Empire.
Okay. When do you think he'll be back?
Not entirely sure. He goes on these trips once a month. They range anywhere between a couple of days to a week. He's only been gone for a couple of days, so could be any day, could be any second now, could be a couple of days.
Okay.
I will let him know if he comes back before your checkout that you would love to speak with him, though.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I do like a investigation check or perception check to see if she's lying?
So insight, yeah, you can do an insight check.
Insight, yeah,
Yeah.
insight.
Do you have inspiration?
Yes, I do. I haven't used it.
Yes.
We're making
Burn
Good
them
use
all.
that.
Burn them all for me. Dance, monkeys,
Ah.
dance.
Oh, also, we have a new soundboard. We have a new soundboard. Sound.
What is it?
Dude, I'm gonna kill myself. Bro. You got
Oh my god.
What did it say? I heard some of it. I couldn't make it out entirely.
Vindicate.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
Vindication.
Okay,
It's
nice.
the Captain Holt of Vindication from Brooklyn.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. You want to know what my first roll was?
What was it?
2.
Okay, and
You
your
want to know my
second.
second
Oh.
one?
What? 3?
And that 1.
Ooh.
No shot.
Oh,
Okay. Well, technically inspiration gives you advantage, so you stick with the 2.
Yeah,
So what does that become
And not
total?
the nat one.
just 2.
Oh, you have no bonus to it. Got you. Okay.
I have no bonus, just 2.
Okay. It is hard to get past her salesperson persona. Like you have
Yeah.
as somebody who's worked in this, not this exact business, but as a business person, you own your own company now, for fuck's sake. Even if it was forced upon you.
Yeah.
Like you, anytime you interact with people who are like salespeople, like customer service, they're always like this. They're like, "We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you." And she has had years to perfect this stonewall face.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So much, Heather. Thank you for everything.
Of course. Is there anything else you need?
No, unless there's like, you know, a second in command I can talk to, maybe.
That would be me.
Oh,
I have said this in the past. This is not new.
okay.
Like this
It's
is
2 weeks, man.
Heather said this
We know
before.
Heather is sus.
Listen,
It's-
it's been weeks.
It's been 2
That's
weeks,
fair.
man.
True.
And the only thing I've noted down about Heather is that, you know, she's the one who greeted us, she's typical staff type stuff, and the stuff about the tour being the same cadence, tone, that kind of
Right.
so.
Okay. Yeah. So, yes, is there anything I can do to help you?
No, it's just what I had just said earlier, you know, just wanted to get to meet and see the owner of the establishment.
Very well, then.
All right. So Dorlan takes a walk away, you know, trying to figure out his next plan. I was thinking going for more of a sneaky approach,
Okay.
trying to like go in.
Finally using those rogue skills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So, trying to go into the staff area and investigate the owner?
Yeah.
Okay. I will ask you for a stealth roll. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Where's my...
Can I be pedantic? Remember that because I said something about this. Carly said something about the fact that you can't get into the staff rooms without a staff member.
yeah, that is. I thought about bringing it up, but I kind of just. I wanted
Yeah.
to let him have the.
Yeah, so did I.
I want to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
I want to be a pedantic asshole.
yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Where's my luck?
The autistic, the
Okay.
autistic person wants to do
Uh,
clarification.
Obviously,
Dude.
here's the thing. Obviously, you do not get into the staff area.
Obviously. Dude, the timing of that.
Roll me a investigation check as well, though.
Okay. It's not my day today, man.
Your investigation check was that as low as well? Oh no.
2 plus 3, so it's
Oh
5.
my god.
Ooh.
Okay.
Stealth was 1.
Choose a different die to roll,
Okay.
please.
So nat 1 on the stealth check and a
using
5
offline.
He's
total.
using.
And
Reload
a
the
5
site.
total on the investigation.
Reload the site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it will give you a
So-
different
'cause
CP.
I have
Go
a
on.
I have a +7 on stealth, but doesn't really matter if I get a nat 1.
Yusuf, who are you? Who are you? Are you Wheaton? Are you Wheaton?
What?
I cannot understand.
Too
that
close to
at
the
all.
mic, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you Wheaton? Like right now? Like what the fuck?
They're not gonna
Oh,
get the
well-
reference.
No.
But
Yeah,
I will.
no.
But like
Yeah.
Jesus, you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
All right.
Like,
Yes, yeah. Okay, so nat 1 and a 5. Okay. So I'm gonna handle the nat 1 first.
Yeah.
Okay, nat 1. You are like stealthily, like you're doing what rogues normally do. You're sticking to the walls, moving from shadow to shadow. The issue is this is a very tropical island with a lot of sun. There aren't a lot of shadows. So you are like once again in the receptionist area, just going like sneaking, 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 and Heather is watching you the entire time, making eye contact. And with a 5 investigation, what you learn is what you remember from Harley. You need some kind of way to get into the staff area. As for the owner, I'm gonna give you this. There's a bust of him in the fucking area. In the reception. Like, there's a bust and a statue of the man.
you will give us one out to this.
No, I'm gonna give it to him because it's been in the reception area this entire time. And
Fair.
if you had a nat 1, I'd say you missed it. Most hotels and spas have busts of the owners or paintings. That's yes.
Really, Mr. Really,
That's a
Mr.
company
Trust Fund,
thing.
You expect us to know that?
It's not just spas and resort. It's a company
Yeah.
thing.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a whole fucking portrait of my manager, my store manager at
Yeah.
my work.
And you
Not
work
the
at yeah,
entrance,
yeah,
dude.
exactly. Like it's pretty standard for companies.
The
The issue is you asked to meet the owner, not can I see what he looks like.
Well, yeah, because I did want to meet him.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of
That's
course.
the thing, but
Of course. So yeah, you do see that, and I will describe him to you in a minute, as I come up with an image for him in my mind.
okay.
Oh,
I
great.
must enter my mind palace.
I must think of things. And while I'm doing that, let's cut back to Anton really quickly. Anton, doing anything else, or are you just spending the day eating food and enjoying yourself?
Let me think about this. I guess at this point he's been exploring most of the different side of the city. So actually, hold on a second. So yeah, I think he has explored most of the island. So he has gone to the different side of the island. So
Okay.
the most populated side, he goes to the other side. So he basically does like a little like tour on his own. And I think he just ends up on the beach.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check while you're doing it. Just not
Alright.
I think perception might actually be a bit more accurate since you're not
Oh.
actively looking for stuff. You're just walking around.
Perfect. That's in 13 plus 1, 14.
14. Okay. So 14, you're walking around. Yeah, bunch of shops, bunch of food stalls. As you would expect from like a resort town, it's really
Right.
nice. They've got spas everywhere. There's a bunch of different like hot springs and stuff. You see multiple like staff entrances to stuff, but it's yeah, normal shit. And then you get to the beach, and relax a bit more. Have a good old day. Someone comes by and offers you a drink. I assume another glass of milk, or is it something different today?
Fresh, quality milk.
She reaches behind her back like the last one, pulls out an ice cold glass of milk.
I
Hell yeah.
hate the thought process of drinking cold milk on a beach.
Yeah.
Like, do I like a glass of milk every once in a while? Yes, but it's in the privacy of my own home.
I mean, it's the thing that comforts Anton.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So, yeah, you start sunbathing on the beach again. And at this point, you're getting pretty tan even for a tiefling.
Yeah.
You spent the last couple of days on the beach.
Getting a bit red.
I still have the sunburn, right?
I believe so. I believe you did get a sunburn last time.
Yeah, I did get a sunburn last time.
Yeah.
And Anton did learn better. He put some
Sunscreen.
sunscreen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Except it's not actually sunscreen, it's like tanning lotion or something.
All right. So let's cut back to Harley and Corin then. You have disembarked the ship and beginning to look into any leads about who potentially broke in.
Correct.
Okay. Roll me an investigation, either individually or one of you can do it with an advantage.
What's the difference in our investigation, Adela?
Let
I'm a
me
plus
look.
3.
Investigation. I'm +7, so
Go for it.
give me. And you said roll. the
Yeah,
damage?
if it's just you, it's basically that'd be Corin giving you the help advantage, being like, what about that?
16 plus
And that?
16 plus 7. 16 plus 7, so 23.
23. Okay, so 23. You are investigating around the ship, and nothing immediately like pokes out to you, but so the ship is docked, which means it is in water. So there's no obvious like footprints on like on the deck of the ship or on the plank and stuff.
Right.
But what you do see with a 23 is very faint footprints in the sand. There's not a lot of wind here, so like the footprints kind of stay until they have been washed away or somebody else walks over them. But because it is a dock, not a lot of foot traffic on the beach.
Right.
So there is a faint
So-
amount. There is a faint set of footprints that you do see
Can I-
leading to the water
going-
towards the ship.
I was gonna say, are they where? So they're leading towards the water. Now I need to ask, are they coming from like the dock? Okay.
They do not lead
imagine.
back up to the dock.
Like-
If that, yeah, they lead back towards like the resort area.
Are they? And it's just like to the edge of the sand, basically.
Yeah.
To the beach.
Were they,
goes-
were they in the direction of like towards the ship or away from the ship?
It looks like they are walking towards the water, like obviously towards the water and stuff, but the direction is towards the ship. Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask what kind of footprints? Can I see that?
It's a like a sandal print.
Okay. Well, I'm asking in case it was lizard or like
Oh,
dragon or
gotcha.
like.
Yeah, no, it is.
Can
I
It is
see
not an
feet?
actual footprint. It is
And,
like
and also,
yeah,
for all we
Okay.
know, that was from the people who are currently working on the ship.
that could be too.
Mm-hmm. Are they large or are they small?
They're pretty average.
What is pretty average? Kidding.
I'm not a
Um,
foot
so-
expert. It's like a normal like size that you would expect from a bipedal creature. It's not tiny and you're like, gnome, or huge and going
No, I
dragon.
Well, my thought process. My thought process being, does it look more like? I mean, like, because women's shoes look different when they're like a shoe print. A woman's shoe print
Okay,
looks different than
yes.
a men's shoe print.
That's fair,
Does it look like
but it's
there
a
is
sandal
difference between-
print.
Yeah. Our sandals look different.
Only kind of.
Is it something that we would recognize with the what was it, 23?
No, you would not recognize it as belonging to one gender over the other.
Damn.
You see a sand.
That-
You
that
see a
doesn't
sandal
rule
print.
out-
Doing the
That doesn't-
semantics of
that does-
footprints.
Technically, though, that also doesn't rule out the possibility that of one gender wearing shoes of another, or
Yeah,
whatever they
Well, yes.
identify.
yeah,
as.
you
so
caught me.
what should-
I'm not.
okay.
As far as you know, this is
Okay,
not. This
then
could
the-
be the Unabomber. Because that was the
No.
That's what the Unabomber did. All right. That's if you didn't know. That's
I
what they
know,
did
I know.
to throw the
I'm
police
fully
off. He
aware.
wore different
I know, I'm
shoes.
fully
Okay.
aware. I'm fully
Okay.
aware. No, I'm more okay. My next set is: are the people who are working on the ship right now, are they wearing sandals or are they wearing like steel-toed boots or whatever?
Of course
Or
they're not
equivalent?
wearing sandals. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a no, but
Yeah. They're a construction crew.
Okay.
That'd be insane.
So very clearly, it
Yeah.
cannot be the crew that we are
Yes.
using.
Yes. I understand why you asked it. You also understand why I had to react that way.
Yes, of course not. Yes,
Yeah.
but like also, at the same time,
if we didn't ask, it could have been later that you're like, oh yeah, that one dude in the back.
He had sandals. No. No. This
What is
world
the-
is fantasy, but it's not unrealistic.
Right, but if
Can
it's in my
I-
notes, you can't do that to us.
Go.
you
Yeah.
can't refute it. Anyway, question about the uniforms of the resort employees. What does their footwear look like? Does it look like semi-professional? Does it look like sandals?
Roll a history check.
13 plus 7, 20.
20. It's sandals.
Interesting. Brain is thinking, but like, is there any?
See, now
is there
my
any?
thought is that maybe someone got welcomed or because there's no wind or anything, it came from.
Well,
Let me
but it's
let me
also-
correct that. I didn't say there's no wind. I said there's low wind. There's not a lot
Low
of wind.
wind.
Yes.
So my thought process being that it's some entity that's probably working at the resort either came out to the ship to see its progress, or it is coming in to look at what's going on on the ship.
I will
And
say
that's my
the
thought
one
process.
thing.
Now, that being said,
Huh.
Frank, is there any like hiding spots on this beach that you could
It-
watch that area?
Roll
Or if you could
investigation.
stake out.
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
investigation.
there is something that's bothering me about it. It's the fact that they only go from the resort to the ship.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is there like a
Well,
backwards?
I said they led towards the resort. Obviously, once you get off the beach, there's no sand. There's no footprints in the sand anymore.
Right.
Right, yeah.
But is it okay? So like the thought process being, is there like a forward one and then a backwards one?
Yes, they did not backtrack in the exact. Yeah. There is.
okay.
And
Yeah.
or still on? That's I think Lexi's asking is, are they possibly still on the ship?
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
'Cause if
No.
it was just
There
in
is a
one
second.
direction,
Yes.
then
There
it's
is a
okay.
second set of footprints leading back off of the beach.
Okay, cool. I love that we were asking the technicalities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to investigate the beach to see if there's any good stakeouts.
Right.
This is what happens when you have two paranoid players.
8 plus 7, so 15.
15.
You're
Yes.
saying Anton is too dumb to comprehend anything.
15. There's nothing that would immediately be like, oh, that's a great hiding spot. There's a couple rocks and stuff you could hide behind, but it wouldn't like obscure you entirely.
Right. But I am also gray.
It would definitely help, but
I-
again, like people like if they looked over and you
Yeah,
weren't
I know,
actively
I'm-
trying to hide, they would probably
Yeah.
see you.
Okay.
So do you want to stake out the ship, it sounds like?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on the night. That's why I was trying to look for stakeout spots.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're good. You plan on doing that? Is there anything? Okay. Yep. Harley.
Can I do a history?
God damn it! I keep doing that.
Can I do a history check to see if there's anything that would allow us to be out there at night, like things that are still shops that are still open nearby, or events or anything?
Yeah. Just roll perception, just to like look around, and not perception, investigation to like look around and see like the hours of the various shops around, or to see if there are like any events on the beach or something.
Yeah. 17 plus 3, so 20. Did it not pick up?
No.
17 plus 3,
20. Okay. As for the shops, a lot of them are open very late. The cafe that you've gone to before specifically is like open almost till midnight. A lot of the shops are pretty much open until like the concierge finishes their stuff, and then they all kind of close around the same time. As for events on the beach, there's nothing tonight, but tomorrow, mid-afternoon to evening, is the strongman contest that Dorlin and Anton both signed up for, if I remember, or at least Dorlin did. I don't remember if Anton did.
I think we both did. I'm pretty sure we both signed up for
That's
that.
what I thought I remembered, but
Yeah. No, we definitely did.
that's tomorrow night.
I think that we probably should do. Actually, yeah, let's do the night of the strongman competition because then somebody might be coming onto the ship while
And
people are
we could
distracted,
use
right?
the excuse
Yeah.
of we're there to cheer on friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. So, I'd say this probably takes up a good part of your day doing all of this. So I will ask really quickly: is there anything else you guys want to do, really quickly?
Not really. No.
Okay. I've still got to do the
Not-
bust
yeah.
with you. I have not
Oh,
forgotten. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
It's his cat. I saw
That's
it.
my cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I saw a hand.
No, that's my cat.
I'm here, John.
He came here, like, she came around and then went in here and
Yeah.
then poked her head out.
I saw the cat. I did. I saw the cat.
Yeah, no, it came around here and then went to the curtain and
Yeah.
then she went.
Okay. All right. So I will.
Also-
Okay. I will ask if. So you basically spend the rest of your day just
What's Ferrati?
just
What the hell?
kind of investigating the town again and whatnot, watching over the ship and whatnot. So you said you were going to definitely stake out with a strongman contest. Are either of you going to watch the ship tonight or anything like that?
I was gonna say I would think that 2 nights in a row would not be a good idea for
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah,
Okay, so
especially
just
if you're
tomorrow.
not night one, then it's
Right.
like
Okay, so just tomorrow night then. Okay. All right. So I will.
Because since there's nothing going on,
Yeah, nothing
Okay.
eventful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say. Okay, Dorlin, for you, bust of the owner of the island. You probably spent a good couple of hours pretending to be stealthy, looking around, trying to get
Or at
into,
least trying to.
Yes, trying to get into the staff area. I will say you never saw Jennifer, or roll invest perception. Yeah, because you weren't actively
Perception,
looking for
yeah.
her. So yeah, roll perception just in case. Who knows?
Perception. In case I saw her, actually.
Yes,
Okay. 10.
10. Okay, yeah, you did not see Jennifer.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, tonight's gonna wrap up perfectly with what I want to do. Okay.
oh no,
Yes. All right. So
that's worrying.
you look at this bust, and
Uh-huh.
it is in stone, so it is hard to make out exact features and stuff. It is a bust, so you're like, okay, I know the shape, but like, what color is his eyes, his skin, and all that stuff. He does look familiar, though.
Okay. Familiar where?
Roll a history check with disadvantage.
Okay. I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
With disadvantage.
But I should- this
Disadvantage.
I know,
That's
I
the
know.
issue.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
That sucks, dude.
And then afterwards, I rolled a 10. plus
Can
one,
I was gonna say, can he roll another nat 20? No, he cannot.
11.
The answer is no.
Okay, so an 11 total?
Yep.
Okay.
Son
With
of
the
a bitch, dude.
Yeah, with the bust being made out of stone, it's hard to tell. You have definitely. He seems very familiar. It's one of those things where you've seen his face. Maybe it was in passing or something, somewhere. But you have seen him.
Okay. I go ahead and ask Jeff, like, hey, do you recognize this person?
You ask Jeff. Okay.
I ask Jeff. Yeah, the sword.
Yeah. Jeff,
Oh,
Jeff
that's
cannot
the
see
sword.
through your eyes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought he was like in my head and everything and can see what I see, but
I
never mind.
thought he was omnipotent.
Jeff is not omnipotent. No. No.
No, because like I asked because like he always says like, oh, like, yeah, let's kill him or let's kill her or some shit like that.
To be
And so
fair,
like,
Jeff is saying that constantly.
true.
Like,
That is very true.
it's like every other thought from Jeff. It's like one thought, yo, we gotta do some bench presses, some curls, some bicep reps, stuff like that. Next thought, you should go kill that guy. Okay, I will amend that. It's not that Jeff cannot see through your eyes, it's that... How do I want to say this? What do I want to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is
Yeah.
This brings up a great question, Frank. How is he seeing all the other stuff that's happening?
Yeah. Fuck it. No, yeah. I'll say Jeff can see through your eyes. Yeah, I think I've written myself into a corner with that, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I kind of have to. Jeff looks at it and he goes, that's Steve!
Are you for sure that's Steve?
Yeah! Look at the placard!
Okay, I'm talking about his face.
It does seem very killable.
Also, Lexi, I get to do.
Yeah,
I get to do
okay.
a fun thing. I get to do a fun thing because I have this on my.
But
on my
the
Steam
Steve I'm
still.
thinking of wasn't made of
A
stone.
certain person.
Oh.
To be fair, you do say everybody looks killable, man.
Yeah. But yeah, Steve I want dead, he's not made out of stone. He's flesh and blood like you.
I know he's made out. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. Never mind.
Yeah. He's one of your kind.
How old are you, bro?
Your kind.
Your kind.
Well, like, do you genuinely want to know how old I am?
Yeah, either relative or not.
Alright. Well, I was born in, I think the year was 603. What year is it now? It's like 1205 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
603? Dude, you're old.
What year is it now?
1205.
Oh, shit. Yo, I've been dead for a while. Damn.
Yeah. Are you sure the Steve you want to kill is alive after 600 plus years?
I mean, to be fair, he never said that he
Probably?
was alive.
Probably.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
when
gonna
you
go
say
with
it-
probably.
When you say 1205, because I am writing down the dates,
Yeah.
is it like 1205 or?
Yeah, 1,205.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the date as, the
Yeah,
year is
1205.
1205. The fact that you were writing this down means I didn't just contradict myself and say it before, thank God.
I was gonna say, to be fair,
I mean,
you
I
have
can
never
double
given us a
check,
modern
but I
age.
don't think
Yeah.
dates have been brought
The
up.
modern ages.
Right.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Back
Okay,
when first
cool, good.
specs.
Thank God I didn't just
There
fuck
you
myself
go.
over. Awesome. Alright. Okay, so, yeah. That happens. I assume you all spend the rest of your day doing... Well, we know what everybody... Dorlin, assume you spend the rest of your day doing... I'm actually gonna say, I guess, relaxing almost, but maybe not since the lay is off now.
Not necessarily relaxing, but now he's just out, sitting on a bench, just
Okay.
know,
Okay.
passing time.
All right. So you go rest on a bench. Staff member comes up. Can we get you anything, sir? Anything to drink? Do you need any help with anything?
I would really like a nice orange carbonated drink.
Of course, sir. She reaches behind her back, pulls out another ice cold one. Is there anything else, sir?
That's it.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
We here at the Cobalt Enclave Spa and Resort, it's strive for perfection, and walks away.
Okay.
That's a different phrase.
It's not meant to be. If I fucked up, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you, Lexi, like Lexi.
Here's the thing.
God. Dude.
I can only say it so many times from memory. All right.
Fair enough, fair enough. But the phrase has always been
Really
like,
should have written it down.
You know, Some strive to make your stay perfect or something along those
Okay.
lines.
Okay.
It always ended with perfect.
Okay.
not-
Yes. We
yeah.
here at the Cobalt Enclave Spa and Resort strive to make your stay here perfect. Happy? That's
sounds
what
good.
she
Yeah,
says.
yeah.
I'm gonna write
Yeah,
that
sounds
down
right.
really quickly so I don't fuck it up again.
Yeah, I don't know if
All
that's
right.
the exact of what you've been saying. It was just the other.
Right.
Was very.
That sounds
clearly
right.
wrong.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
Okay. All right. So that happens. Really quickly back to Harley and Corin as you are investigating all that stuff. You spend the day give me investigation checks just in case something happens again. Yeah.
Okay.
16 plus 7, 23.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. That is a 7 plus 3, 10.
Okay. 23 and 10. Okay. Okay. 23. 23 investigation. You notice more staff than you normally see around. With a 10, everything seems fine.
Got it.
Yeah. And it's actually with that notice, Adela, that one of them comes up to Harley and Corin. Hi! Is there anything we can do to make your stay here any more enjoyable?
What's the name of the person?
What?
Oh, of the person
What's the
coming up to you?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Interesting question. Who are you?
Introduce
What?
thyself.
We overheard the Jennifer conversation.
No, I want to see
Okay.
if it's. So in
It
theory,
would
my
be
thought
really
process
funny
being
if
that.
in our investigation, though, we went back and we saw Dorlin really
No, I think-
struggling to sneak around, though.
No, I
Right.
think. No, here's
Yeah.
my thought process. Here's my thought process. Harley is looking for the same person from last night because she's sussed out by them.
Okay. It's not Jenny. I will say that. It's definitely not Jenny. I do not have a name, so.
Random
you say
white
not- you can
trash
say it's not
girl
Jen-
name.
You can say it's not Jenny.
Yes, it's not Jenny. If you want a name, I can give you the name. It's an orc, in fact, the first one you've actually seen on staff.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a
I don't like.
description or something,
No.
or? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's. I think I get what you're saying, but also at the same time, I'm starting to feel like I'm piecing together something that might be the thought process what you're doing, and I don't think it's right. Because
I'm.
now that I've thought
Okay,
about it, it's
okay.
probably gonna be wrong.
Feel free to DM
You know what I
me.
mean?
I won't say one way or another. I am curious what you were thinking, though. But yeah. So
Okay.
she comes up to you. Hi. Is there anything Is there anything I can do to make your stay any more enjoyable here?
No, not really.
Okay. And you? And she looks at you, Corin.
No, just enjoying my stay so far.
Great. Well, if you have any needs or questions, feel free to ask a staff member. We here at the Cobalt Enclave Spa and Resort strive to make your stay perfect. She walks away.
Harley, how do you lie? How do you do that so easily? I didn't like that.
Years and years of practice.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Well, it's
Fair enough.
To be frank, it is in fact Harley's thing is like lying deception.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yep.
So, rather unassumedly, that Harley is very good at lying.
All right. You all, at some point, make it back to your rooms. If you're catching up with each other, going over. Are you catching up with each other
Yeah, I
tonight and
think-
going over? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. I don't know, gentlemen.
I will leave it up to Adela whether or not we say the actual purpose of wanting to go to the competition, but
Yeah.
I think we'd at the very least let them know. But the question is, do we know that they're going to be in that?
I think they did
I-
bring
I
up that. I think they did say that they signed up for it. Maybe not tonight,
Okay.
but I think they did
Mhm.
last session.
Okay, then yeah. So I will leave it up to Adela whether or not we go the route of making sure they know what we're doing, or saying it's gonna come cheer you on.
Okay. My thought process being is that like Harley is also somewhat suspicious of how Anton has been acting. So I feel like it would be we're telling Anton that we're going to his competition, but we're telling Dorlin that we are investigating as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly
Okay.
said like if they both get captured, then they have an argument against each other.
Right.
Right. Distract them.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to go over with each other before you rest for the night?
I think we should probably bring up to Dorlin at least the paper being moved.
Yeah. That would probably
Okay.
be a good.
Yeah.
Anton comes back as jolly as ever. He's just with his hula and his bunch of souvenirs again. It's like
Yeah.
stocking up a pile. in
You've
his
doubled the
room.
number. They're almost like up to eye level.
Yeah. He just comes as like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. I will say, Corin, you know that the lays have that magical effect. It might not be affecting Anton right now, but you know that they do have that effect. You saw it on Dorlin.
Yeah. Anton, you know those things have magic on them, right?
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nothing malicious as far as I can tell, but you know.
I mean, they look pretty nice. They sparkle also.
They sparkle.
enough.
What
Kinda
kind of
making me
what
happy.
kind of flowers sparkle?
I mean, they're shiny.
Shiny.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else for the night?
Nope. I don't have anything else.
Okay. So, you all go to your separate rooms, tuck in for the night, get a nice long rest. And Harley, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Ooh, this one's gonna be fun. 15. Plus 0, so 15.
15. Okay. I will be right back.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh
It is time for something to happen.
no! Oh no!
Adela,
Oh no!
Harley, you pass out in your bed, as you do eventually.
Okay.
And okay, yeah. You pass out
Okay.
as you do, or as an elf, you trance. You go into your trance or whatnot.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a little bit deeper. It's not magical because elves can't be put to sleep with magic.
Yes.
This is something else. It goes deeper, and you actually fall asleep. You go unconscious.
Okay. Okay.
And when you awake, you are groggy and you're like, that wasn't a trance. What the hell happened?
Right.
And as the world comes back into focus, you're not in your room anymore.
Fuck.
Looking around, you are on a stone table in the middle of a cavern. Dimly lit, you are surrounded by staff members. They all have the exact same grin on their face. They are all standing at the exact same position. Hands
You're
behind
fucking shitting me that I just fucking sent you that and you fucking bitch.
Here's the thing. You're not correct.
I
It's
know
a
I'm not
little
probably correct.
worse.
Yeah, no, I figured, but I hate the fact that my thought process is going well.
It's a little close. It's gonna get worse, though.
Oh yeah, no. No shit.
Yes. As you start to, like, try and move your body, it's not responding to your movements. It is sluggish, hard to move, heavy, and you are essentially stuck on this stone table. As you can lift your head just barely to see over your chest.
Okay.
And as you look out, you see a bright pool of water. It's not typical water. It's not clear. It's not see-through. It's not blue like crystal clear like the ocean is out there. It's murky. It's green. There's a mist coming over it. Think kind
Yeah,
of like
so
the
clearly,
think like the Lazarus pit,
very-
basically. That's kind of what it
yeah,
looks like.
very, very fucking weird, right?
Yes.
Just generally.
And you see a shadow underneath it.
Okay.
And you see something rise, and the shadow gets bigger and bigger. And I'm going to send you an image of what pops out as soon as I can.
Freaked the fuck out, dude.
Good.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
Gross. Gross.
Yeah.
Disgusting. What the hell?
Yeah.
What
I
mind
would...
what mind flayer is this?
So for reference, just to let you know what that's actually from, that is called a critter from DMC Devil May Cry. That game has some really good and cool monster designs. Terrible Devil May Cry game. Great game, though.
Terrible game.
No.
Love the
Terrible
monster
Devil May
design.
Cry. Terrible Devil May Cry. Pretty good action game on its own, though, actually. Anyways, yes. So, this thing is huge. It towers over you and the staff. And it leans forwards on its legs. And it is able to basically get over your entire body and shift down to look at you. And its mouth opens. And a... not a tongue, but a
Oh, girl.
tube-like appendage extends
Oh, God.
out and enters your mouth.
Ugh, gross.
And I need another Constitution saving throw.
13 plus 0, 13.
13. Congratulations. You are part of a hive mind.
Fuck. I knew it. I fucking...
So,
Mm,
I'm going to give you some
hate
directions before we go
I
back.
hate this. I hate this. Okay.
So, while this thing is doing whatever it is to you, it is not immediate. It is gradual.
Okay.
You can feel it taking over your mind, but you are still there. It is not instantaneous, and it is not happening very fast. In fact, you would say you probably still have a day or two left.
Right.
What is going to happen, though, is you feel happy, relaxed. You like it here. You don't know what you were on about before. There is nothing weird in bossing, say.
I hate this. This is awful. I love this.
Yes.
This is awful.
And if anybody asks about anything, you will make up anything. You will say whatever you can to defuse the situation and not let them know what has happened. Your first priority now is to keep this safe.
God, can't believe I have to play the You've never played Among Us with me. I'm a terrible imposter. Okay,
So yeah,
this is gonna be fun.
other than that, you get to be
Like, okay.
happy, relaxed Harley.
I need to have... Okay.
Yep. Happy, relaxed Harley. Cannot mention this. They cannot know.
Oh.
You looked a little too deep too quickly.
Oh yeah, no. Also, this doesn't help that I have always been cynical of this whole fucking thing. This is gonna be great.
Like I said earlier. Originally, I had no plan for this resort. But
Oh,
you all
God.
kept digging for something. I'm like, what would be fun? Hive mind makes sense, actually.
Well, as soon as you started it, my brain just went, okay, it's like an assimilation thing, and it's just like
Yeah.
brainwashing.
The assimilation-wise, completely correct.
Hive mind is not what I would have gone with, but you know, it makes sense
Alright.
given the context clues.
Alright. So I am going to put you back in story time. You are, once again, not allowed to say anything
I
about
know.
this.
I know.
But I am going to drag Yusuf in here for something as well.
Okay.
Hello, Yusuf.
Oh, wait. Give
It's
me a
your
second.
turn.
'Cause- Wait, I spilled something on my desk and I'm cleaning it right now, so you caught me at the worst possible time.
Gotcha.
Okay, hold on. And I also have my earbuds off, so.
You're good. Yep.
Alright, everything's good. I can hear you now.
Cool. I'm gonna be honest, I just dragged you in here to fuck with them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so If you want to play it up as we did something, that's cool. If not, I get it too.
Okay.
All right, sending you back.
Wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
baby.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
That was not nearly as long as my thing,
No, it was not.
so that makes me more concerned.
Yeah, no, don't worry, guys. That's fine.
Don't worry.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
When you say don't worry, I'm immediately more worried.
Would it be better if I said don't worry?
It would be worse.
Okay, fair enough.
Trust me, guys.
Fair
It's you
Lexus-
guys will find out in time. Trust me. It's okay.
All right. So we're gonna go a little bit longer since we didn't get a very long session tonight. So
Alright.
okay.
All right.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we ending there or are we gonna continue?
we'll do a little bit more. We'll
Okay.
have you guys group up and make plans for the day. We'll do that.
Sure.
today. We'll do that
Okay.
last. All right. So yeah, you all wake up, get together for a nice continental breakfast like you've been doing in the past,
Ooh,
and
continental.
that's what it's called at hotels.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a nicer continental breakfast than like a normal hotel. But yeah.
Yeah.
it's a nice continental breakfast. I feel like nice and continental do not go well.
Well,
Fair enough.
Anton doesn't know what continental means, but he knows what breakfast is.
Hey. All right, so yeah,
11sies.
you get together to talk about whatever your plans for the day are.
So, what's everyone's plans?
Okay.
He says as he munches on his fucking breakfast.
Anton, what are your plans?
Good question. I might hang around more at the beach. I like the sand. The sand is very colorful and the water is very, very soothing. Might get another glass of milk. What else? I think I might try some food again from the other side of the city. They had some pretty good food there. Sometimes the vendors sell pretty good food, but the different part of the city, that's where the real good stuff is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Perhaps I
Yeah.
will travel with you today, Anton.
What's that?
Perhaps I'll travel with you today.
Oh, well, yeah, feel free. I encourage everyone, but yeah, at least one person.
You good, Lexi?
I'm afraid. I'm so afraid of everything that's going on.
I looked over and I saw you just going,
Listen. I brought out the Sudoku.
That's awesome.
Oh, you know what? I will actually, now that you mentioned, I think I might bring
I didn't
you
even
to
say
the bar
anything
that's on the
either.
beach. They have very good drinks, at least that I know.
We've been over this, Frank. I'm
Zorla and I
paranoid.
got some
No.
drinks, so maybe you can get something there
Oh
as
my
well.
god.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll join you in your travels.
Okay.
Okay.
Dorlin, Corin.
I guess for now, because I had came across a very worried guest here while
Oh,
doing my own
okay.
thing yesterday. Apparently his wife has been missing for 3 days at this resort.
Oh, that's
They've been here
not-
for a couple weeks, but he's like worried. She's gone.
Oh, maybe she
Um,
got lost in the crowd.
Yeah, but still, it's like a resort, and I don't think it would be that easy to get lost for, especially for 3 days.
Oh,
Perhaps you can go look for her.
Yeah, and
maybe it's
if you
good
guys,
if you help him. Yeah.
yeah, if you guys get help too, that'd be great. Apparently, she's elvish, has brunette hair. Her name is Jennifer, and if
I'll
you guys,
keep an eye out.
yeah, find her, yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely keep an eye.
I'm probably gonna do that for today. It's just trying
All right.
to look and see, because that seemed oddly suspicious to me.
Well, I'm having way too much fun right now, but I'll definitely help though, in case if I do see her though. I will definitely
Yeah.
let you know. If the man's worried, he's not having a fun time here, so must be pretty worried and stressed.
I agree with Anton.
Yeah,
I will also keep an eye out.
same here.
Okay. Corin?
You know what? Sure.
I'll come hang out with you guys.
God.
What?
Let's
Okay.
fucking go, dude.
Oh. Sorry, I was like grabbing a towel and I just didn't see anybody. I was like, what?
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking John just fist pumped, dude.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. He was behind my thing. I was like,
Right. Right. Okay. All right. So, you all are enjoying your breakfast, making plans for the day and all that, when a man in a very nice business suit comes up to the table, just out of line of sight of you, Dorlin, and goes, I believe somebody here was asking to see me? I'm the hotel owner. And
What
you
the
turn
fuck?
Yeah, and you turn around and you are face to face with Steve. And
What the fuck?
I want all of you to roll me a history check.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
No, don't tell me he looks exactly like the other Steve I killed. Dude.
That
16.
Here,
Oh
hold on,
fuck!
let me
Wait,
get-
what do I have as a Fook?
ooh.
What do I have?
17 plus 1, 18.
18.
4 plus 3, 7.
Okay. Okay. All right.
History, right?
Yes, history.
I always roll poorly when I want to, when I really need to not.
16 plus 2, 18.
18. Okay, yeah. Corin, you don't recognize this guy. Everybody else. Dorlin, you hit it on the head. It's that Steve. It looks just like previous Steve from the carnival. And that's all for this week.
No! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, thank you everybody who winds up watching this, if anybody does.
That's insane.
All Steves look the same in this universe, apparently.
Yeah.
That's
Either that or
crazy.
this is some weird fucking magic.
All right. Before I end the recording, I do have one small announcement to make. There will probably not be a session next week because it is my first week of classes, and I am taking 2 300 level classes next semester.
I was gonna say.
I am
yeah.
going to be fucking exhausted.
You're
So-
good.
Even if I have the energy for it next week, and I probably would have the energy, I will not have the time to plan the session.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Puss-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy, I'm taking 3 400s.
Yeah? How creative can you be? Can you plot in a potentially 4-hour D&D session?
No,
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm being sarcastic.
I know. All right. So, yeah, might be a couple of weeks. All right. And so, thanks again for watching. See you next time.